There we go. We're live. Sorry, gang.
Hey, guys.
I had to shimmy down the chimney, so I got a little stuck before we could get started with our Christmas sale tonight. So
it happens.
Well, you do have a lot going on that hat, Jason. I can imagine why it got stuck.
Well, we don't tell Tina that I wear this hat because this is Tina's hat. So we don't tell Tina that Jason's wearing the hat. So this is a little secret between all of us. So
I think she might find out.
I think she might too. I think she might
already know.
She might. So hello, everybody. Thank you. As the room's filling up, I think we are all anxious for this because all four of us are some Christmas lovers. And there's no way to say goodbye to the dog days of summer and slide into September with a Christmas sale. So we did some math and all of us realized that we only have a couple of sales between now and Christmas. So we have dedicated the last sale that we have every month to Christmas so that we can get you your goodies a little sooner so you can start decking your halls with some Christmas goodness. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of it, I know we have some friends with us. Do you guys mind if we say hello to some people?
Let's do it.
Absolutely not.
All right. So our first friend that was here with us was Christy. Hello, Christy. Then we had Karen, Jana. We had Miss Tracy, Miss Artsy Fartsy. Hello.
Oh.
While we say hello to everybody, we are looking for an official bid ender. So if anybody would like to volunteer, we'll keep an eye on the chat and we'll see who we see first. And hopefully somebody can help us. Another Christmas friend, Todd, is with us. Hello, Todd. I got to say hello to my mother. Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hopefully I'm saying this right. It's Lisa. Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Tirza. How are you? Our friend Catworm is with us. Another Christmas loving person is here with us, John. And if you guys are not following everyday holiday displays over on Instagram, you guys are missing some epic posts. This guy, I'm telling you, if you want to live up to some expectations on how to decorate for your holidays or get some good ideas, you guys got to head over. I can't wait till Valentine's Day. I'm doing the Chapel of Love, John. I still love the Chapel of Love. Oh my goodness. I think this is our lovely friend Katie is here with us. Hello, Katie. It's going to be hard for us to see the different names of everybody that's, back and forth. So I see Linda is with us. I see JC is with us. I see Karen is with us. Hello, Karen. Hello, Pat. Hello, Miss Mary. Hello. Thank you guys for joining us. And I see Molly's with us, and I see Sherry's with us, and was with us. Hello, guys. Well, enough from me. Bill, do you want to go ahead and give them the skinny on how this works, and then we'll go around and introduce ourselves, and then we'll get to showing some epic Christmas?
Absolutely. So the number one rule, and a lot of you know this, is if you have any questions, ask it in the chat. If the four of us aren't able to respond to it, I guarantee you there's at least 40 people in the chat who are experts at this and can answer your question. But this is the way that an online sale on YouTube works. We are going to show you an item. We're going to go through a series of rounds. The person showing the item will become big on the screen. We'll describe the item and we will give you a starting price. Jason will then pin that starting price to the bottom of the screen so that you can see it. If you're interested in bidding on the item, we bid in $1 increments. You can type your bid into the chat. Again, if you are new, a couple hints. Do not use a $sign when you're typing into the chat, but you may put an emoji in there, for some fun. And we have been experiencing a little bit of filtering, so it would be good if you listen for us to confirm that we have seen your bid. If you don't hear us confirm your bid, go ahead and put it back in. So the bidding will continue until we start a countdown. Once we start a countdown, the person at the end of that countdown who has the highest bid will win the item. We also do something called just in case. Thank you, Amy. That's an important message to read about contacting us after you win an item. Just in case simply means when the countdown has happened, if you are an active bidder, we ask that you be an active bidder in order to use just in case, and you really want to secure the item, we will allow you to write JIC, which stands for just in case, and your highest possible bid, the amount of money you're most willing to go up to. And at the end of the countdown, the person with the highest just in case will win that item for $1 more than the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. It's just a way to make sure that if you are waiting for that item to complete a set of something, that you're going to be able to get that item. And as Amy just posted, we would appreciate you sending us your information, your zip code, your full mailing address if you don't mind, and your real name if it's different than the name that you use on YouTube. You can see our email addresses right below us, and you don't need to wait until you win an item to send us your information. You can pre-register with us, and we'll always have your information in our email records. I don't know, guys. Did I miss anything?
No, I think you did a fabulous job.
Yep. I think you covered it all, Bill. And once you do purchase from us, and if you don't get our emails, they are in the description of the video, along with everybody's links. Please make sure you're following all these lovely sellers over on Instagram and over on Whatnot. It is all in the description of this video. We still need a bid ender. So I'm going to be gutsy and ask, I don't know, Catworm, maybe you're around for a little bit, or Artsy Fartsy, maybe you'll help us with a bid end. Whomever I see first. It would just be nice to have an official bid ender. And if you don't have to stay through the whole sale, but it would be nice to just have somebody. We'll just go around real quick and say when we're invoicing. I will be invoicing for this sale because I will combine it with my next two. It'll be Friday and or Saturday. You'll hear from me. How about you, Sherry?
I will be invoicing tomorrow. So if you don't get an email from me tomorrow, that means I didn't get your information. And it's time for treasure mail at gmail.com. So don't forget that little mail part. But yeah, I'll be invoicing tomorrow. And did we all say we're all shipping out of Pennsylvania, New Jersey? So it's all East Coast.
Okay. This is what we're going to do real quick. Since I saw Tracy first, Tracy, we're going to go with you because I have you down as a mod. The other Tracy, Artsy Fartsy, you're going to be our backup. And then as soon as I can, I'm going to make you a mod on the channel as well. So those will be our two official bid enders. We'll have Tracy. If Tracy wants to bid, then we're going to have Artsy Fartsy as our backup. So bear with me, Artsy Fartsy. We will get you on as a mod, and then we'll get it going. So, gang, you're going to be waiting for Tracy. Okay, and then Tammy's going to be a backup to Artsy Fartsy. So we'll go Tracy.
All the
Artsy,
Tracy's
Fartsy,
are bidding.
and then Tammy. And thank you guys so much for helping us. So, yes. Sherry was saying we have 3 from Pennsylvania, 1 from New Jersey. Molly, when are you going to? Okay, Tammy. Yes, you are a mod too. Thank you. When will you be invoiced?
I will ship and pack tomorrow and invoice tomorrow. And if you guys pay me tomorrow, I will get it out to you tomorrow. And you guys have always been really good about that. I always like to thank you for that. You're just a great group of customers. And that does not go unnoticed by any of us here. So thank you for that.
And then how about you, Bill?
So I have a sale over on Instagram tomorrow. So I'm going to be invoicing tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday, shipping out the next day.
All right, let's get it going. And we'll go, the way I see it, we'll go Sherry, Molly, Bill, then me. Okay, gang?
Molly, Bill, and me.
Okay, let's get us all up here. Let's get you over here, Sherry. What's your starting price for your first item?
Why is Sherry always? I'm always first. Okay, 15. I am starting.
Okay.
And I
all right, Tracy, you can be the third one then. Thank you so much. You'll be the backup to the backup, and we'll get you on as a mod as soon as I get Tina here. So
I was like, he's like, as soon as that's possible, i.e. Jason doesn't know how to do it.
Thanks for calling me out.
No, I didn't call you out.
Hey, I think y'all kind of knew what I was insinuating. So yeah.
Everyone kind of knew, like, Tina.
As soon as Tina gets here, Tracy, we'll make you the mod.
Okay. So I am starting these at 15. And Karen, thank you. I already see your 15. I do want to say, so these are Mercury glass. They are a foot long, 12 inches. They're in great condition. They've got their red tips and then the silver. The only issue is, you just saw that, these are really loose. These are the rubber. So they have corks in the bottom and they're pushed in a little bit. And then these rubber pieces keep sliding off. So that really isn't an issue because it's nice that they have them, because when you go to put them, use them as candles in the it just makes them nice and snug in there. So I don't consider that a huge flaw, but that is a flaw. In fact, the one's now on the floor, but I will get it. Yeah, and I love them. The silver with the red, the Mercury glass. I kind of think they go with absolutely anything. Jen, I see you at 18, and Karen, I see you back at 20. Thank you. Oh, John says I did call you out. I always call Jason out. I don't know why he puts up with me.
That's all right. Hey, gotta keep me honest. Gotta keep me honest, Sherry. It's all good.
My big mouth always gets me in trouble. Okay, Jana, I see you at 24. So I'm just going to just go in and start a countdown because I see lots of interest. And I don't mean to be too fast, but I don't mean this in a bad way. There's not a whole lot to say about Mercury candlesticks. They're gorgeous. They look great. And these are in good shape. Yeah, so I will start. And when do we start? From 15?
Yep, 15 over here. Yep.
Okay, and Tracy TNT is our official bid ender. And
Yes.
Jana C in at 24. So I will no filter. You do not want no filter, Sherry. Trust me. This is filtered, Sherry. Okay, Jenna's at 24. Thank you so much. And we are using. You can go ahead and put in a just in case. Vicky's in at 25. So I'm going to start the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for bid end from Tracy TNT. Thank you so much, everybody, for your bids. Oh, I hear my Ginger coming in. Josh, I'm sure that's just in case. Jana's at 35. Dun, dun, dun. Karen's in at 26. Thank you all.
And there's our bid
And there's the bid end. So that means, Jana, these are going to you for 27. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, everybody, so much.
Excellent.
All right, Molly. What's your starting price?
My start is 24.
Gotcha.
I did not think that I could separate these two because I thought they just were too cute and they needed to stay together. So I am offering a pair of Lefton candle holders. These guys are about 4 inches tall. They're in super cute condition. Cute condition. They're in good condition too, but cute because check out, they have little toes at the bottom here. So I don't know. I have all kinds of little displays. I have an angel display, and then I have a reindeer display. And so I sort of brought those kind of items with me tonight so that everyone can start their own little vignette. Super clean. These guys both have their foil stickers on the bottom. I did do a little research on them. There are some other colors. Typically, they get sold in singles, not in doubles. But I just thought, like, if you have one, you really need 2 of these, I think.
I love the closed eyes.
I know. They're just, I mean, they are just adorable, you guys. There really is not any kind of condition issue here. I'm looking at them again because, you know, you put them in that camera and you're like, oh no, what are we going to do here?
The
But
gold
yeah,
paint is amazing.
it is. I was surprised. I really was. But it's amazing what makes it and what doesn't in the cold paint world. But yeah, I just thought, can't do them alone. Had to do them together. So 24 for the pair.
And if you don't want to keep them both, one would make great as a gift. You could keep one and then gift one to your sibling, gift one to a friend, another Christmas-loving friend.
Yeah, you know, and if you have 2 daughters, they would be cute. You could gift them that way, or you could just keep them to remind you of your 2 daughters even.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good question. People are asking how wide the top is. It looks like it's for a votive.
You know what? You're absolutely right. So look, I have this votive here. This is actually in a glass jar, so it does not fit there, which would tell you a votive without any kind of jar would fit that top.
Yep. For a fact, I know these fit because I put these in them and I have these. So I know for a fact, if you guys have those, they do fit in there.
Yeah. Hi, Todd. I'm glad to see you on here. Your daughter did amazing the other night, by the way, and I see you at 25. So I'm going to start the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for 26 or a bid end from my dear friend, Tracy. I know,
Todd, I
right?
love your new logo, by the way. The new logo he has over there on Instagram, it is a great logo.
Yeah. Excellent. And I thought I saw, nope,
It's
not yet.
coming. There's a
It's
lag
coming.
on our
It's
end.
there.
I was going to say, I saw it on one spot. Excellent.
Yep.
So Todd, these are yours, my friend. Thank you so much.
They are so cute.
I love them.
All right, Bill.
Okay, so Jason, my first item is going to start at 22. And do you know what's harder these days than to find a knee hugger?
Uh-oh.
To find a knee hugger with blonde braids. So these little knee huggers, these little girl knee huggers are so difficult to find, and they are so adorable. This one is in great condition, and also they're substantial in size. She's 9 inches when she's hugging her knees. When you let go of her knees, she's much taller than that. She's one of the big face knee huggers, and she is in great condition. She's got these beautifully painted eyes. There's only one other available online right now that I was able to locate, and it looked to me like the eyes were repainted in the one online. I'm not sure about that, but it did look like it. This is the original painting. So Jana, I saw you at 22, and now Amy's in at 25, but she's just fantastic. She does not have her Japan sticker, but she is a Japan piece. Like a lot of these Japan ornaments, the green is not the original green. It has a bit of fading, but it's not really bad at all. Her hair is in great condition. Both braids are in great condition. It doesn't look like they've ever been unbraided. It looks like they're still there in the original way that they were fashioned. The only thing I would note, and this can be actually solved with some wrinkle releaser, is these collars on these knee huggers, because the felt is thinner than the felt we have today, they often get curled up. So you can actually release those that tension that's holding those curls in. She's on her original hanger, and she's just really fantastic from head to toe.
Bill, you know, I'm going to ask, I think her eyes glow. Do they glow? Because I had one that the eyes, I know. Everybody wants to know if stuff glows, and I had to ask. Mine did glow on mine.
Yes, they glow pink.
Yep, that's what I thought. So if you guys are into the glowing Christmas, her eyes glow, and she even looked great in a Halloween display with it dark.
Ooh.
I think she's just lovely. And I'll tell you, she's been on my tree for probably 15 years. So I really love the idea that she's going to join someone else's Christmas family.
She's got a new adventure ahead this year.
Yeah, and actually, these big-headed, I have a lot of these big-headed pixies, knee huggers, and they tend to get really droopy. Whatever is holding her head up on the inside, whatever structure's there on the inside is really substantial, because you can actually wiggle her and her head doesn't droop. Stays right there nice and centered. So I'll go ahead and start a countdown. Right now, KB's in at 36. So we're looking for 37 or more. Remember, you can use it just in case. Tins and Toys is in at 45, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for Tracy TNT's bid end or a bid of 45 or more. Wow, I agree. I think she's delightful too.
Nice. So cute. Oh my gosh.
She's a hard one to find.
I see it on my device. Tracy's bid end came in, and then Tins and Toys had a just in case or a bid of 51 right after the bid end. So Amy, my dear, this comes to you for $46. Congratulations, and thank you to everyone who bid on her. I think she's precious as well, Tracy.
So cute.
She's a hard one to find, Bill. You don't see her that often. All right, so my next item, or my first item, is going to be choice at $18. And I'm going to start out with some mugs. So your first choice at $18 is the Santa mug. The only cold paint that I can find missing is right there on the handle. This is a Napco. There is remnants of the Napco label right there on the bottom. So this is probably one of my favorite Santa mugs. There's probably 3 of them, and this is one of the ones. I love the way they did the detailing on his face. He measures about 3.5 by 4, so relatively clean on the inside, and cold paint is pretty much all intact except for a little spot right there on the handle, as you can see. But other than that, in very good condition. So that is your first choice at $18. The second one is a hobbyist, but I think it's done very good. These snowmen don't come around that often. It actually says Andrew on the bottom, 1958. So Andrew back in 1958 made this. And a lot of times these are made very crudely, but this one is in very good. I think they did a very good job with it. They gave him some blush here on his cheeks. Hopefully you guys are seeing that.
Yep.
You can see his candy cane handle is in very good condition. There's a fuzz in it. Sorry about that. So there's if I can get it out, there's a fuzz in it. So there's a fuzz in it from my hat. You can see right there, this guy measures about the same. He is about 3.5 by 4. So again, these are on the harder side to find, the snowmen or snow people have you. And when you do, I guess I would say they're harder to find because sometimes they're very crudely done. This one's done very well. Plus it's in very good condition. So you can see these are your two choices. You either have the Napco Santa mug at 18. And I'm trying to feel here. There is just a little bit of paint wear to his mouth, as I'm seeing there. So there is a little bit of paint wear to his mouth right there, as you can see. And then there's this one right here. But we will definitely keep it moving and bring these back during the recap if there's no interest. But it was $18 on either the Hobbyist Santa snowman mug or the Napco Santa mug. And I noticed there is some wear there to his mouth that under the other lights I didn't see.
He just needs to reapply his lipstick, Jason.
This is true. This is
You have
true.
a bid coming in, Jason. You have a bid coming
okay.
in.
All right. Sorry. Then the lag is very bad. So Linda, I see you for 18. So let's go ahead and count these down real quick. That's 18 on choice. Thank you guys. So let's count it down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Sorry, sometimes I don't want to toe the line and be taking up too much time. And yeah, you're right, Amy. The lag is really bad. So Linda, I see
love
your.
that snowman.
I do too.
56. That's awesome that it was dated because it just.
I know.
It is 50s. It's Japan eyes. I mean, I know
Right.
it's not made in Japan, but.
All right. I see the bid end. And Linda, I got you for the snowman. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get you over here, Sherry. And then how much?
25. Okay. I have this planter, which is about 5.5 inches to the top of her head. It's about 4.5 inches wide, about 2.5 inches deep. It has no markings on it, but I feel pretty confident that it's a made in Japan piece, but not by one of the
big guys.
It's not a big guy, but she's adorable, pretty clean, a little bit of wear, and a little bit of red paint loss on her dress. But she is so sweet. I think this is my favorite part, is the way her foot is kicked up.
Adorable.
Such a sweet planter. Narrow, so you're gonna, I don't know, Garden Guy Bill, I don't know what plant would go in here, but I think some picks would go in nicely too.
You could do holly branches in there.
Holly branches, yeah.
And these planters come in multiple instruments and different dress colors. So it's really great. If you were interested in starting a collection, there are figurines and planters with these angel musicians kicking their feet up in the air. And I can predict that in the next few Christmas sales over here on YouTube with the treasure hunters, you may see some more of these. So this is a perfect sort of thing. If you're looking to start a little collection of something, these musician angels are a great one to start with.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she could roll right into Valentine's Day. Like, I would definitely have her in my Valentine's Day display. No doubt about it.
And what really drew me to her, and you know, I make pottery and I might be copying that. I mean, I might be inspired by this, but I love the brick.
Yeah.
So this could be like a chimney, or she could just be like on a city street, right? Like it's like the bricks, or in the subway station. I don't know, you know. But I kind of really love that background, and she's so. And because of that, I feel if you don't use her at all as a planter, just on her own, she's really just a pretty piece of your display. Yep. Kelly, I see you at 25. Thank you so much.
I would just say that's a very clean subway tile.
They just redid it.
There you go.
The tiles in the New York subway are very clean. It's just don't look down. That is no disrespect to New York. That's like my second favorite city in the world after Philadelphia. So
there you go.
I'm not dissing it. I think New Yorkers, it's part of being a New Yorker is to make fun of them, the subway. Anyway, yeah, no graffiti, Amy. Todd, I see you in at 26. And that is good to know that there's a strong likelihood a similar but not same one will be coming up. Yeah. And I like that she's narrow for a planter because for Christmas time, she does fit into your displays. You might not want her out all year, although I think she'd be cute all year round.
She's darling.
I love it.
So I will start a countdown. We have Todd at 26. Go ahead and put your just in cases in. And yeah, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid end from Tracy, TNT. Not going to sing it.
I was going to.
Thank you all for joining us. We have 100 of you in the room, so please make sure you're following all of us, please.
All right, so I see you just in case at 35, but you didn't need it. So Todd, this is coming to you for 26. I'm honored to be part of Todd's Christmas shop's purchases.
Excellent.
Thank
all right,
you.
Molly, how much?
18, my dear.
Gotcha.
Next up, I have this adorable little Santa bank. I believe because I have sold another. He is from the Russ, R-U-S-S Berry line. He is not marked on the bottom like they typically are, but the last one I had did glow. And I didn't realize that it glowed until after I sent it to someone. And then they said, hey, that glows. And I'm like, oh, great. So I looked at this one. I'm not sure. I think it does glow a little bit here. It's sort of hard to tell with the whole purple light. Not nearly as much as the last one, but it does have a little bit of glow to it. So I see Marie at 18. Thank you, my friend. Just so you guys know, it is that chalkware kind of material. He is in really nice condition. Again, paint is excellent. And he stands about 5.5 inches tall. He does have his rubber stopper, which was so funny, you guys, because I shook him. Do you ever check all your banks? Like I shook him. I'm like, I think there might be something in there. So I did look. There's nothing in there. But I'm really going to start checking because I don't.
I had a clown bank that was but it had a little odor. So I put baking soda in. And then when I was shaking the baking soda out, money came in. Then I needed a little more, so I put baking soda in. And then the next day, more money came out. We ended up paying like a couple dollars a state sale. We got like almost $10 out of this clown.
Yeah.
Which some people said was creepy and proved it was haunted.
Well, you know, I mean, there are people out there that say an empty bank is bad luck. So in my shop, there will actually be people that will come in that have pennies in their pocket. And if someone's selling a bank that's empty, they will put a penny in it. So if you guys
I like that idea.
If you guys are ever out somewhere and you're like, why are there pennies in these banks? It's because they believe it's bad luck. So they'll
even randomly put their pennies in like some vendor they don't know merchandise just so that there's not bad luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
they're that superstitious.
I'm going to try really hard to remember to put a penny in this bank for whoever gets it. So let's look at that. I have Marie at 18. I had John at 19. I have Jana at 20. Jana.
Yep. Jana.
And I'm going to start my countdown. So I am at 20. I'm looking for 21 or more. Do put your just in case in if this is something that you really want to take home. And I'm going to start at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I see Marie at 22. I'm looking for 23 or Tracy's TNT bid end. He's super cute though.
Wallets too, John says.
Yep. A wallet as well. It's bad luck.
Wallet.
Yep.
It has to have money.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. JK, I see at 23, and there's my bid end. Yay, that it worked out because I know that you were really eyeballing this. So that's wonderful. I will set this aside for you.
And remember that penny, hopefully.
Yes, yes. And the pen.
Watch the penny. I'll push it over to the next weight class and cost $10 to do.
He was cute. All right, Jason, I'm going to start the next at choice for $6. And I have two different older Japan ornaments to choose from, and I have three of each. The first one is this honeycomb Santa on its original string in really great condition. I'm not sure that these 6 ornaments were ever taken out of the box. They may have been, but they're in such good condition. Usually we see these guys all crunched up. It's got a little belt with a glitter belt with a little tag there. His eyes and nose are intact, just in really good condition. So I have 3 of these. They're 3 inches tall, starting at $6 for choice. And I also have 3 of these band leader / toy soldier figurines, the felted flocked hat with all the glitter and goodness. Having difficulty focusing. Let me see if I can put some black behind it. Just really cute. Let me get my fingers off it. See if it can focus. So I'm using a new laptop, new internet, new webcam, new microphone. I told everyone before this, if it doesn't work tonight and I'm pixelated or y'all can't hear me or I freeze like I have been, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
Bill, no, you can't quit, number one. But your camera is amazing. Even like when you're holding that up to, it's so clear on the ornament, and it's like doing a soft focus on your face in a good way. Like that is like that's amazing. And if it wasn't, I would say it anyway, because we don't want you to quit.
and Bill, these soldiers I love because not only are they good in your Christmas display, but you can use them for your 4th of July display.
Yeah, I agree.
You can also use them as they're courting somebody in your in your Valentine's Day display. So if you need a Mr. or Mr. Mrs., whatever, they fit in there as well too.
They're so sweet. I love those Santas.
Yeah, I think that the Santa, these honeycombs are so hard to find. They haven't been crushed at all. They still feel like they have a little bit of starch on them because they used to be starched to keep them in place. They're just really fantastic. And really, if someone wanted to grab a bunch and start a real holiday display, they would come obviously in the box. But I know not everyone wants 6 ornaments, so I'm offering them for choice. So once again, there are 3 of the toy soldiers / band leaders. And the only thing I would say about the condition of these, but it's manufacturing, is there's a little glue around the details that hold the details down. There's just a little glue. And then, of course, these honeycomb Santas or gnome creatures, whatever they are, just so adorable, all with their original hangers on them. So, Bridget, I saw you in for 8. He's fine. He just wanted to take a little trip. And Marie, I see you in for 10. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So one final note, we are looking for 11 for choice of any of these 6, the 3 Santas or the 3 of the toy soldiers. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So Jana, I saw you're 11. Marie is in at 12.
Bill, don't worry about the echo. That's a StreamYard thing. That's not you.
You're afraid I'm just going to quit mid-sale, Jason. That's what you're afraid.
No, I'm being
The big
honest.
black screen where Bill was. No. But
Right.
we all live close enough. We'll drive to New Jersey and force you back on the sale.
Yeah.
All right, there's Tracy's bid end. So Marie, you have first choice at 12. Jana has second choice at 11, and Bridget has third choice at 8. So Marie, just let me know, would you like the Santas and how many? Would you like the toy soldiers and how many? And I'll work backwards in the chat until we have a home for all these little guys. And again, choosing all of them is an option, and then I'll send them in the box.
All right. Are you sure you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, this is easy. They're just 2 different things.
All right. My next item is going to start at $10, and you're going to get all of these for $10. You're going to get all of these Santa Christmas cards. Now, please assume that they are all used, okay? And some of them came out of a scrapbook, so there is some issues with the back, but they still display well nonetheless, and they all measure roughly around 5 by 4, so about 5 by 4. So Here's your first one. This cute little Santa Claus, my Christmas wish, and then here on the back, and it's one-sided, and there's a hole in it, so he could be used as an ornament. So this is your first one. So there is some flocking on here. So Marie, I see you for 10. Thank you. He is flocked here. So Santa is completely flocked on that ornament, and then it is signed on the back. And this one is perforated. So I'm thinking this one would have been probably a card, but also would have been like a topper on a present. Did you get Jana for Santa's? Okay. So Marie, you're at 20. This is your next one you're going to get. This cute little one. This one is a Hallmark card. So we're at 10 looking for 11. This one is in very good condition. It was not in one of the albums that was pulled out. It has been used, so it has been signed, and there is some tape debris or some tape residue on the inside. So that's your second one you're going to get. This one does have a little rip right here because this one was in probably one of those tape. It was glued in one of those like a book that everybody did back in the day. But this little guy here has his original tag, so he can hang. And I think this would have also been a tag for a gift. So I love the graphics on the inside here with Santa. And of course, this one is signed as well. So here is the inside, the wish. Why am I forgetting a scrapbook? They would have been in a scrapbook. And that hurt. That hurt. And then here's your final one. This one is a 3-dimensional one that opens up. So little Santa opens up here. His little sack of toys opens up, and then it opens up one more time, as you can see right there. And there's the little Santa greeting, and it's signed by Mommy and Daddy. And this one would have been in a scrapbook. So that one was in a scrapbook. But the nice thing is usually, at least I know we display these in those flower frogs. So we really don't see the backside. And even if you framed them or did something. So you're going to get all 4 of these. I thought times 5. Okay, so you got all 4 of these. So I see you, Todd, for 11. I see you, Marie, back at 12. So let's go ahead and count this down. You're going to get them all. Let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And my favorite one, I think, is this one. That one, alone at 13, I would pay that for it. I think it's great. So I see you, JK, at 14. Todd, I saw you back at 17. Excuse me. Marie, I see you're 16, but we're looking for 18 or more. And you're going to get all of these. There's the bid end. All right, Todd, congratulations. These are coming to you for $17. Thank you so much, Todd. All right, Sherry, let's get you over there.
Awesome. So this is for choice, and it's $15 for choice. And so altogether, I have 5 ornaments, but I'm doing 2 and 3, if that makes sense. So I'll show you. The first choice is, and I said 15 start. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
These are bells. They're about 3 inches tall, and they are from West Germany. And they have this, I don't even know what that is on them. But I swear, Bill, you have something I saw in your reel that looks similar on something. But
yeah, there's a name for it. It'll come to me.
Yeah. So they're in very nice condition. I mean, they have a few scuffs because, they were made. Well, I don't know their exact year, but West Germany means 1990s when West Germany ended. So one's a slightly different shade of gold, but I thought they were so pretty, the 2 bells. And then your other choice is these 3 pine cones, which are not just for Christmas, although they have the clip that you can put on your branch. It sort of rests inside it. And they don't all, I think 2 of the 3 have the red Germany label. Made in Germany. And these are about 3 inches, the pine cone to the top. If I had to guess, I don't know. I think these might even be like early 90s. I don't think they're before West Germany. I just don't think they're that old. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel like it's not really mica. It's like a combination mica glitter. So I think they might be 90s, but they are hand done. And they're so beautiful. And they would even just look beautiful for fall. I know this is a Christmas sale, but we can do fall too, right?
Yeah,
they just add a Ermine fur is white with.
Amy thinks that's what might be on those ornaments.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Interesting. Thanks, Amy.
Yeah, super unusual. Yeah, and they would all go nicely together too if you're doing the gold. I know, but I really like the pine cones, and with their, if you're, I know, and I know a lot of us have like a lot of like my Christmas is a lot of woods and maybe more natural themes. So with a little bit of kitsch mixed in. So I think these kind of are a nice like gateway crossover. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It helps mix everything together. It helps unite the kitsch with the classy, with the shabby chic, with the farmhouse, with the primitive, whatever look you do.
And this is quite handy with this clip. I know it's the way they do them, but so even if you have like, if they have like, even if you have like a plant or some sort of a floral arrangement, you can clip these in really easily to add a little sparkle to your fall decor too, or Christmas. So yeah, so they're about 3 inches, and yeah, I love these. And now I'm going to have to really go down the rabbit hole of research on ermine fur. That's so fascinating to know. It's what I love that. Lots of Holt Howard and Napco. Oh, wow. Amy, that's cool to know. Very cool. So yeah, so just 15. And so for choice, and I won't belabor, but choice would be the 2 bells for 15 or the 3 German hand-blown pine cones for 15. But if there is no interest, I will bring them back at the recap, and that is fine, especially now that I have to go down the ermine rabbit hole. Well, actually, see, I'm crazy because if they sell tonight or not, tomorrow I'll be, or 3 a.m. when I wake up, I'll be going down the ermine rabbit hole research anyway. But now I see, is it Shauna?
I think so. Yes. Yep.
Shauna, Sienna, Shauna. I'm going to go Shauna.
Sienna?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
You got Jana in? Yep.
And Jan is also in at 15. Okay. So, well,
You're good. You're good, Sherry.
I'm not doing it. You can call Amy. I know, Professor Kitsch. Amy is like everybody's goal. And it's so impressive, like that she just knows it so well. It's awesome. And shares it very freely, which is awesome. Awesome.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. So I will start a countdown. This is for choice. The 3 pine cones for 17 is where we're at, or the 2 bells. And you can use your just in case. And thank you for the bids. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for Tracy's bid and.
Yep, and it is Shauna. We were right. Yep, Shauna.
And this is my only trade for the night and my only choice for this night. So if I can get through the next 30 seconds, I'm good.
You're good, Sherry. You're a professional, Sherry. You got this.
I don't know about that. Thank you so much, Shauna. Let me know if you want the pine cones, the bells, or both at 18. And then, Jana, you're back up at 17. I'll just watch the comments.
All right. How much, Miss Molly?
24.
You got it.
So we all talk about fairy lamps. And when I found this box, I was like, ooh, I am quite intrigued with what might be in this box. And I was almost going to tell you that it was brand new. And I think that it might have been burnt once, only the candle. So this is a Westmoreland fairy lamp, ivy decor. It does have its label. It is that yummy, so smooth satin finish. And oh my gosh, now you guys got me all nervous because I know this comes off because I just had it off.
Well, in Westmoreland always called all their satins, it was always a mist. So that's their green mist for the bottom.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
So green mist. So it is in like new condition. The only reason why I will tell you that it's not used is because the candle that comes with it has been burnt.
Yep.
But I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, you guys got me nervous now with this whole
Oh my
glass
gosh,
thing.
Molly, you're fine. And the great part about this is they did a whole series with this pattern. So if you start with the fairy lamp with Westmoreland, they made bells, they made hurricane lamps, they made all sorts of different decor with this holly on, and in different colors.
And Molly, are those transfers on all? They're on 3 sides.
It is 1, 2, yes, 3 sides. Look at you guys helping me out. So there's 1, there's 2. It is, I don't use the word, but this is in very mint condition. It's beautiful. And that green, like Bill and I always talk about that with pottery, like how that feel is. Hey, Tammy, I see you at 24. Thank you so much. It is just yummy. And I'm like, you see them all the time, but you don't see the Christmas one, or at least I don't see the Christmas one. This was the first one I just thought perfect time to bring it. So I do see Tammy in a 24. I'm not going to hold us up because we have a ton of other really good things to go. I will start the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have Tammy in at 24, looking for 25 or a bid in for the Westmoreland Holly Fairy Lamp. With that, oh man, I love that feeling. It's like the silk on a blanket,
Yeah, the blanket.
I love that part. Tammy, this is yours. Thank you so much. And Tracy, thanks for the bid in. Excellent.
So Jason, the next item will start at 20. And if you're joining us for the first time tonight, you might not know, but Jason and I have this weird thing. I can't even explain it. So earlier he showed you a Santa mug, and then in the next round he showed you a drunk Santa die cut. And I actually have a Santa mug with a drunk Santa, all in one. So I have, for your consideration, this awesome Santa mug in very good condition, save a very small paint chip on the cheek, which I think it's picking up right there. You can see it. And if you notice, he's got rhinestones in his eyes. He's a rhinestone Santa cowboy. He's really, really cute. No other condition issues to note. He is 3 inches tall, 4 inches wide. His hat serves as his handle. He's just a cute, kitschy Santa. And when I seen one listed online, someone referred to him as a drunk Santa. I'm not sure exactly that's what he's supposed to represent. I do not know the manufacturer. Amy, that's what I think, but I wasn't able to. There is a Santa that looks like this, but he has a body and feet underneath. But I'm going to say he's either Christ or he's in the style of Christ, and specifically influenced by Christ's Psycho line. So he's and if you're not familiar with the ceramic Psycho pieces from Christ, they're really worth looking into. They're pretty cool, and there's lots of different ones. Most of them actually are not Christmas, but there is a Santa Christ mug that looks very similar to this. This also may be Christ, but I'm not going to say with 100% certainty because his body isn't on this piece. But he's certainly styled after that.
In the Holt Howard book, in the Holt Howard Christmas book, they depict this mug and they have it down as Christ. So
fantastic! The one without the base.
Yep.
That's great. So then, if anyone decides to bid, not only are you getting an awesome kitschy mug with rhinestone eyes for $20 start price, but it's also been verified as a Christ piece.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice piece. No fuzz inside, I should note. I'm careful about those things.
I better check.
The host isn't.
Here's the bottom. Yeah, there's no Christ mark, but if it is Christ, the older pieces don't have a stamp on the bottom. They may have had a sticker at some point, or that may have just been a price tag at some point. It's really fun mug if anyone is interested in a little untraditional Santa decor in their Christmas decorations with those cute rhinestone eyes.
Phil, can I interrupt one quick second? just because everyone was sort of answering, somebody had a question about shipping, and I think it's all been pretty much answered that these prices don't include shipping, and we try our best to get you the best shipping rate we can, but that you may not know we're all on the East Coast, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. So if you're on the West Coast, it is going to be a little more than if you're Central or East Coast, but that's all.
Yep, Lori, it's highlighted up on the screen. $20 is the start. Yep.
There you go.
He's cute.
So we're looking
So
for
once
21
again,
or more now.
3 inches tall, 4 inches from side of the mug to the end of the handle. And now that the bids are coming in, I'll do a slow countdown. So if you're interested in grabbing this guy, right now we're looking for 23 or more. You may put it just in case in if you're interested. These mugs don't come along all that often. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
I like her.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. So we're looking for that bid end from Tracy TNT. Tins and Toys has the high bid right now at 25. I just think he's awesome.
It's a great mug, though.
And I really encourage people to look at some of the other Psycho Santa pieces. You can just look them up online, but there's a whole catalog of them. So Tins and Toys, I see the bid end. This comes to you for $25. Thanks so much.
All right. My next item is going to start at $28, and it is on a very kitschy piece by Davar. It is one of their drunken angels. If you guys aren't familiar with this, they have 4 of them that depict Scotch, rye, rum, and I'm forgetting the other one. But
Vodka, gin.
well, there's four of them, and they depict, one is a blonde, one is a brunette, and then there's 2 more. Those are the only ones that I've ever seen in the Holt Howard book. Those are the only ones they depict. But this one being offered this evening is the Scotch. He or she is in very good condition. I love the fact that these comical little angels, they're drunk. You can see the tongue hanging out. There is a little bit of wear to the cold paint, but overall, very clean, no chips, no damage. The top does come off, but I don't want to necessarily pull it out. There's a cork that holds the head in there. So does have its original Davar sticker on the bottom and stamp Davar, as you can see. And it says 1963. They made a whole line of these. And usually when you find them, the wings are damaged because some people use these. The halos are usually damaged. There's usually all sorts of issues. And Davar is known for, chipping sort of easily sometimes when it's being used. But this one is in good, clean condition with minimal crazing. It measures just about 10 inches tall. So it is about 10 inches tall. And it is about 4.5 inches wide. So if you guys collect Kitsch Christmas, if you guys like your Christ or your Crest or your Holt Howard or your Leftons, Davar is really, really good to pair with your items. And he is the Scotch. And each one of them has a different kind of font that they use, to depict, because it's vodka, rum, Scotch, and gin, I think. So Pam, I see you're 28. Thank you so much. We're looking for 29 or more. And the 3 little bottles that he's holding one is blue, one is a dark brown, one is a light brown. Face is in very, very good condition. And a lot of times you will find these that the halo has sustained some kind of damage because of the way it kind of sits there on the head. But the halo is in very good condition. Face is in very good condition. Overall, minimal crazing, no major crazing at all. And I'll show you one more time. It does have its original Davar label, and it is stamped. And for those of you that may not know, the decanters, they always have some kind of a cork stopper. So the cork is attached here to the bottom of his neck, and then it goes down into the sleeve here. So I don't like pulling them out all the time because it starts to make them deteriorate, but you can see the cork is in there and it sits very securely. So we'll go ahead and count this down. Pam, you might want to use it just in case somebody tries to come in there last minute. So we're looking for 29. Let's go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. bid end. This would go good as like your naughty angel, hanging out with all your good little halos being, angels being a bad influence. So Pam, I see you're just in case. You still have it at 28. And that's on the Scotch. And then we're just waiting on Tracy's bid end. And there's the bid end. So congratulations, Pam. This little angel, the canter is yours for 28. Thank you so much.
That's a great buy.
Mm-hmm.
Did your book, Bill, show us what the 4 alcohols, liquors?
I don't know what the 3 Jason said were, but yeah, was bourbon one of them?
That was the one I was forgetting, was bourbon.
Yeah,
There should be
bourbon.
4 of them in the set.
Yeah.
I had to know the 4th one.
Bourbon.
Okay. So I am starting these at 25. There's a little bit of cold paint wear, I believe. And now I have what did they call Amy? The kitsch, the queen or princess? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're Commadore. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. They are about 5 inches tall, little taper holders. They have a little bit of wear. They were definitely used. Like when I got them, I had to clean a lot of the wax out. So a little bit of gold wear. I'll show you one at a time. A little bit of cold paint. But I think they're so cute. And I think they're kind of a perfect contradiction to all y'all's drunk Santas. And, these are just 2 cute little pixie girls, saying Noel. And I think they would look just so pretty. You don't have to put a taper in them. You could put any kind of other decor in there. But I think as on a mantle, they would look so pretty too, just separated, on the 2 ends. But their faces are so sweet. I don't know if they're like almost like angels, but they kind of are almost like they're in their pajamas. To me, they remind me of me and my sisters in our pajamas on Christmas Eve. That's kind of what I think. And
Me too.
oh, good. Thank you, Commodore. It's like, my dad used to say to us, don't you think Santa's a little tired of drinking milk all night? He probably wants a beer with his cookies. So we left Santa a beer. So I guess I can't really complain about it. And that's why I'm looking at all those drunk angels. I'm like, well, maybe Santa. Anyway, but these remind me of me and my sisters just kind of ragamuffins on Christmas Eve because they're not angels. They've got their little hat stuck, like their hats. But I think of them more as like the old fashioned, what do you call it? Nightcap.
Stocking caps.
Yep.
Not to be confused.
With a nightcap.
The bourbon nightcap, right?
Right.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Whatever works for you, right?
I'm a hot mess today. If y'all don't know, I have the worst behaved dog ever. And Dad will be home very soon. And it is so distracting. It's like she is a child. She knows when I'm distracted on a sale. She like all day I was working up in this room. She's sleeping. She's fine. But as soon as I get on a sale, she's like, Mom, let me rearrange your inventory. She starts pulling stuff up. So excuse me. But I will just start a countdown. Tins and toys. I see you at 28. Thank you so much. And like I said, they're in good shape. A little paint wear, but nothing terrible. Can you hear that? Do you hear that? No, that's her dad's home. I'm happy.
Oh.
And that's me saying, phew, made it to this far. Now Dad's home. Sherry, mine no too. Yeah. I know. I was like, well, Sarah, I know your dogs, they are part of sales too, right? Sarah and David's dogs sometimes are part of things, but they are. It's like she knows. It's mom's distracted because human children do that too. At least mine does. Like they know when you're busy and then they find you. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going to start a countdown and stop talking. Thank you for your bid at 28 tins and toys. And you feel free to use the just in case. We're at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid end. From Tracy, Jana, I see you just in case at 33. Tins and toys, just in case at 39. Thanks for your bids, everybody. And there's the bid end. So tins and toys for 34, right?
You got it.
And Dad's home, so phew, okay.
You're off the hook now, Sherry.
And my inventory is safe.
All right. So my start is 20.
You broke
I
up
have
$20. You said 20, right?
$20.
You
Yes.
got it. All
I
right.
have a 4-pack of the Holt Howard wreath candle huggers. So I have these 3 here on my hand and this one here on my candle to sort of show you guys what they look like. And then I'm going to show them to you just a little bit on their own. I do have their original box. It is a little grody, just going to say. All this aluminum here is gone. It does have that cool little like grass inside of it though, which I thought was sort of nice. It does say 25 cents on it. Whether that was its original price or not, I'm not really sure. Marie, I see you at 20. Thank you so much. Has its little past inspection and it's made in Japan. These are also all marked Japan. They do have the little Holt Howard 1958, which I'm not sure. There it is. So the only thing I would tell you, there is no chips on these. The bows, the paint, all of that is good. I am just wondering if this one looks to me like it's a little faded, but that might have been how it was made. Maybe it was in the sun, because if you look at the two, one is a little darker green than the other one, but it doesn't take away from what they are at all. So there are 4. They do go on your candles. This one also has so there's 2 that have like a white sort of vibe to them. And then they have the 2 green ones that are a little bit darker here. Really nice condition though. All the paints, and the fact that these little bows are not chipped at all. The fact that they're marked 1950, they're older than I am. Not much stuff that we do. None of these guys are as old as I am. So the fact that they're older than me makes me so happy. Yay!
These
Finally
are so
something.
hard to find. These are so hard to find. Like you always find the sets and they're missing one. Now a complete set of 4. That's
I thought that was pretty interesting to find them. The one and only pair that I found a pair online with a baby New Year, but I did not find a set of all 4 of them. So I just thought, you know what, Holt Howard, here we go. So I have Marie in at 20. I see Linda at 21. I'm going to start the countdown because we still have some great stuff to show you guys. Put in your best just in case. And I'm going to start at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for, I believe, a 27 or a bid in. Tins and Toys, I see you in a 26. I'm hoping I haven't been showing them to you like this all night, but I might have been. They actually look so much better like this. Tins and Toys, I see you just in case at 39. And then I see Tracy's bid in. So Tins and Toys, you get these for 26. Thank you so much.
all right.
Okay, I have some choice on some pixies, and these are hardworking pixies today. They all have a job that they're doing. So Jason, I'm going to start this choice at 15. And the first one is this pixie candle holder. It's actually 2 pixies holding up this satin, gold satin Christmas ball, trying to keep the candle holder steady so that nobody gets hurt. So we have the green pixie with this sweet face. I mean, look at the mouth is a heart. It is so adorable. The eyelashes, just really good condition in terms of the pixies. Then we have the red pixie as well. The condition issue I would note on this piece is if you look from the top, there are these white beads or white sort of faux pearls all around. It looks like there are some missing. When you display it from the front, it doesn't really look like much is missing, but I do want people to know that you would need to address that if that's something that you want to address. It does have a Japan stamp on the bottom, but just a sweet little piece, 2 pixies doing some hard work. I also have another pixie doing a different job. This pixie is making sure no one steals the Christmas money. This is the Christmas money bank. And based on the conversation we had earlier today, I'm putting a penny in it because it didn't have anything in it. This pixie is adorable too, with the little closed eyes. Now, why the pixie who's supposed to be guarding the money has closed eyes, I don't know. But I do want to point out that there is a bit of wear on this pixie's face. So you would need to, I mean, that's there. But other than that, this whole piece is in really great condition. The bank is 7 inches tall. And it does have a stopper and a Japan stamp. And if you haven't heard me say this before, I'm a big fan of Christmas banks because if you're a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle, these are great things to keep at your house so that when the kids come over throughout the year, they can see you saving up for their Christmas gift that year. And they get a real sense of, you know, what it takes in order to purchase gifts for people at the end of the year. I just really like that idea. Or you could gift this to a niece, nephew, or a grandchild, and they could use it to save their Christmas money to buy gifts for other people throughout the year. I just really like that tradition, this tradition starting possibility. So the transfer is in really good condition. It says Christmas Money Bank with the holly on it. So what we're doing right now is we're looking for choice between the pixie with the bank and these two pixies trying to hold up this candle holder. Right now we're looking for 29 or more. So I'll go ahead and start a countdown. And again, this is choice. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So Marie has the high bid at 32 right now. We're looking for Tracy TNT's bid end or a bid of 33. Todd has a bid of 34 now. Thank you all for loving the pixies. And there's Tracy's bid end. So Todd, you have first choice at 34. Let me know if you'd like the bank or the candle holder. And Marie, you're back up at 32.
All right.
Oh, I am a good uncle. I really am, Bridget. Thank you for pointing that out. And sometimes my nieces pop on and they lurk.
Well, if you're lurking, I would like to say you're very lucky because everyone should have an uncle like Bill in their lives.
Aw, so sweet. So Todd is claiming the bank. Marie, just let me know if you would like this darling little candle holder. And if not, that's okay. We'll work through the bids.
All right. And before we go any further, please, gang, please make sure you're following everybody. Please subscribe to their Instagram accounts. Please make sure you subscribe to their Whatnot accounts. It is on the description of this video. Please make sure you're subscribed to Mother Tucker's Antiques over here on YouTube. And please follow me over on Instagram as well. So, okay, she wants the candle. You saw that, right, Bill?
I did.
Showed.
Thank you. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Todd.
So, all right, next at $20 choice, I have books for you. So my first book to show you at $20 is this and I have it written down here, 1958. This is a Whitman book. This is The Night Before Christmas. Only condition issue is that Florence Sarah Winship wrote her name on the front here, and it's in pen. So it's also on the second page here at the very bottom. And then she abbreviated on the other page. But other than that, and it's very minute at the bottom, this book is in very good condition. This is one of the flocked books. The flocking is in very good condition on Santa's hat. There is no flocking on the back. This book measures, and it's from 1958. It measures about 15.5 by 7.5. I love the font with the atomic stars on it. And a lot of times these books, the spine here is always deteriorated or all bent up. There's no major bends at all on this book. The graphics on the inside are very good and crisp. You can see I love the different fonts they use. Very mid-century, very atomic. So this is your first choice. Look at the anthropomorphic lollipop there, the little gingerbread man just dancing there. So the graphics in this are very good. And this is a Whitman book. As you can see, it's from Whitman Publishing, and it is from 1958. So the only issue is that Florence wrote her name on it. So $20. And then your second choice is also from Whitman. And this one is the fabric book by Rudolph. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, there is a little issue to this. There is a bend and there is some deterioration here on the side. But these books are very hard to find. They don't come around that often. You can see that it is Whitman Publishing Company, and on the inside it says it's 1951. So this one measures 13 by 9.5. So it is one of the larger books. So Shauna, thank you so much. I see you for 20. I love the graphics on this. Look at these little elves. Look at the way they gave them these skinny little bug legs, those faces. Now, overall, the book is in very good condition, but you can tell here that from people flipping through the book, it does have some deterioration. But I can show you the inside here. The graphics on this are very, very good. I love the older Rudolph that they use. You know, he's more like the original earlier one. Yes, I can. I will gladly read to you while you sit and you eat yourself some hot dogs. Absolutely. Look at the moon on the back here. Look at the face they gave the moon. So good. Look at Santa. Again, this is your non-traditional sized reading book. I think these are great in a backdrop, but the inside of it is in very good condition. The outside does have a little bit of wear, as I showed you, you can see, but there's no major odors. There's no major tears, just a little deterioration right there. And this one is from 1951, the Whitman Rudolph. And then your other choice is from 1958. It's this Whitman Night Before Christmas. Look at those atomic stars.
So good.
I think that alone in a backdrop, and these look so good displayed underneath a Christmas tree. They look so good behind your ceramics. You know, actually, we have a chair in the living room that we don't use, and during the holidays, I just sit and display books, kind of scatter them and stack them on each other.
That's a great idea.
We are at 20, looking for 21 or more, and that is on choice. So we're going to go ahead and count this down. So that choice on 58 Whitman, Night Before Christmas, or the Rudolph 1951. This is the picture book, but it's that fabric style book. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 21 or more. And that's on choice of the Whitman books, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or The Night Before Christmas. So Pam, I see you at 22. Pam, I see you're just in case of 28. And there is the bid end. So Pam, you got first choice at 22. So Pam, let me know. Let me highlight that right. So Pam, let me know if you wanted Night Before Christmas or Rudolph at 22 choice, or you can take both of them at 22 choice, and then whatever's left, you want them both. All right, Pam, thank you so much. Let's get you up here, Sherry.
Okay, so my next item is starting at 20, and it gets better. I'll show you. So I have these two sweet little angels, which I love all by themselves. They're 4.5 inches tall. They are Japan. One still has a sticker. Some say Lego, some say Lego. Bill says Lego, right? Wait, how do you say it, Bill? It's Leo and George. Lego.
Leo Goldman.
Leo Goldman. Lego. But a lot of people say Lego. Then when you say Lego, people are like, what are you talking about? But it's Leo Goldman, right? But what's special about these is they came in this good old Japan box, which are just fun, but they're not pretty, right? But it has these two pieces which sit in front of them to hold a little candle.
Wow.
I see these all the time, but I never really see them with the candle. And now I will include, it also has some plastic, but it is broken, but you could glue it, but it fits all the way around the both of them. There's enough to go around that they had their little plastic greenery that sat in front. But so it's two of them. There's plastic bits, which I will include, and I don't usually include that, but you know, when you find something and you just know it is original to the piece, I can't I thought this we started I'm like, wait, 7, no, 20. I got you. She thought our sale started at 7. 5 o'clock, and we're the treasure hunters, so we're with Jason every other Tuesday at 5 o'clock on his channel. But Mother Tucker's has a sale every Tuesday at 5 o'clock Eastern from now forever.
Well, we will be handing it over once or twice to Enamor Amy. But other than that, Mother Tuckers will be here every single Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
So I said I was doing only one more tray. There's a little bit of wear to this one. I should point that out. And that's a little bit of actually wax too. I will clean the wax off, but I can't help the wear. But I just thought it was kind of special to still find them. And I actually think they would be pretty with really short candles that are kind of burnt down. Yeah, forever and ever.
Eternally.
No. So that's what I was particularly love about them. But even if you just display them on their own, because I've seen these a lot, I think they're just such a really pretty. Okay, left-handed and backwards, not happening. Okay, just such a pretty little gold tone, sweet little angel. I love this little halo. So I see Mixed Mom is in at 24. Thank you. I will start a countdown at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Every Tuesday.
Oh.
Tuesday. 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
If I did it.
I'm a hot mess. Every Tuesday, Jason's here at 5.
Yeah.
Every day a live sale. That would be a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see your just in case Mixed Mom's at 40. You didn't need it. These are coming to you for 24, and thank you so much.
All right, Molly.
22.
You got it.
So I believe, Jason, that you recently had some kind of figurine with Empress on it. EMPRESS. That is the label that's on these adorable. And when I say adorable, these guys are so sweet. Reindeer salt and peppers. They do have their cork stoppers. Just FYI, we always say this to you guys. These cork stoppers they're tricky. If you pull them out, they might crumble because they've probably been in there since the beginning. But just so you know that. I have one little label here. It is EMPRESS, Empress. Charisse, I see you at 22. These guys measure 3 inches in height. They are in very nice condition. I'm looking to see if that is a chip. Is actually just missing paint right there, just so you see it, because I just tipped him back, and that's how I saw it. And I'm looking at there might be a little, just FYI, it looks like a little muckada, my word, muckada right there. But other than that, I don't know. Like these are soda pepper shakers. You can do what you want. I just think if you have a deer display, which I do, I would be throwing these little sweeties in my deer display because they are small. So they could hit the front parts and you could have your other taller deer in the back. Mary, I see you at 25. They just are super yummy, little babies, little white spots on them.
I was wondering, Bridget, if you were here. She has these, and you can see. She showed me a picture. They did very dark detailing on the eyes of these. So, yes, it's funny that you had these, and I wondered if you were here, Bridget. Yes, these are the exact ones that you have.
Yeah, so sweet, so sweet. Tins and Toys, I see you at 28. It looks like we have some bidders here, so I'm going to start that countdown. Please throw in your just in case and know that you guys are chasing Tracy TNT. So I'm at 28 looking for 29, and I'm going to start 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for 29 or a bid in. Mary, I see you at 30, looking for 31 or a bid in. I almost pulled Jason on my countdown. I had just like a little moment there. A little moment. Tins and Toys, I see you at 35 with your just in case at 39. Christy, I see you at 65. And then I see my bid in. So Christy, these will be yours for, is it 40, Jason?
40, you got it. Absolutely.
$40. Thank you, Christy. These are adorable.
Really cute.
Okay, Jason, the next item is going to start at 25, and it's actually the gardener's planter of the evening. It's actually the planter bundle. So everything you see, this planter and everything inside of it is coming for one price. And for those of you who don't know, whenever I do a holiday sale, I try to fill a planter with a bunch of other holiday stuff just to give you all a little bit of fun items to choose from. So this planter is a little house with Santa going down the chimney, a wreath on the front door, and it is a made in Japan planter by Parma. Inside the planter are 4 additional goodies, and I'll show you each one individually. But first, I'm just going to show you the planter because it's pretty fantastic. So on the bottom, you see the Parma Japan stamp. No chips or cracks other than a little cold paint loss right here. Just windows on the side. Just a nice planter, big enough to actually store holiday cards in if you didn't want to put a plant in it, or a little 2-inch or 3-inch poinsettia plant in its nursery container can pop right down in there. And then you have this adorable little guy telling the reindeer it's time to come and pick him up. He's done in this house and they need to come and get him so he can go on to the next house. Just a cute little face. Inside the planter, you will also receive this flocked little Santa boot. I don't have a sticker on it, so I can't determine its age. I think it's one of the newer Hong Kong 80s or 90s boots, but it's really adorable with a little wreath on it. It's a candy container booth too, and it does have the netting on the inside for the candy. You'll also get this little flock dancing angel. She does have a Japan sticker on the bottom. She's cute. Her wings are in good condition. Her halo is in good condition, and she does still have her string for hanging. Often we see that these get all mucked up with bent wings or missing halos, but she's in really good condition. You'll also get this new old stock Santa crafting pieces. Inside the package, there are these 2 Santa crafting pieces in different poses. They're little minis. One Santa decorating a tree, and then the other Santa is got a big white sack of presents. But they're just cute in this little package that indicated it was 49 cents when it was first sold. And then the piece de resistance, this little guy or gal is going to come with it. Tiny little 2.5-inch made in Japan, knee-hugging pixie, meant to be an ornament with the awesome face and the ears that go on for days. And you can see that glimmer painted into their eyes. And look at the nose. The nose is just everything. So
I'm stuck on the polka dots.
I know, right?
I love polka dots. They're so fun.
it's an unusual design to see. So if you're interested, you get the whole bundle. The whole bundle. So right now, the high bid is $32 with Todd. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown on the planter bundle. This is the only planter bundle I have this evening, but I will be bringing them to future sales. So we're looking for 33 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think I have more fun putting these bundles together than anything else. I just really love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bunch of things came in at the end. Let's see, there's the bid end. So Lisa had a just in case of 37. Thank you. Tins and Toys came in with a just in case of 45. So Tins and Toys, it looks like this is yours for 46. Todd, we're sorry your just in case came in right after the bid end. So Tins and Toys for 46. Thanks
No,
so much.
actually, wait a minute, Bill. No, Bill. Lisa had 37, so Tins and Toys gets it for $38.
$38, my bad.
Yep, 38
Okay.
to Lori. Yep.
Yep.
Yep, we gotcha. All right. Get me over here. So my next item is going to it's going to be choice, and it's going to start at $16 choice. And let me pick this one up. This is your first choice. This is aluminum with Mercury balls in here. Before I get too far, there is one missing. So you can see there is one missing. But this is a Mercury glass candle in here. This is all aluminum. And these were mass produced and sold in stores They're made with foil. They are made with the metal and tin. I'm sorry, they're made with foil and tin, and they're made with these Mercury balls. You can see they're all different colors. There's red, green, all of them there. So it's 8 inches in diameter. And usually a lot of times these little Mercury candles are broken or not present. So this is your first choice here, and it's starting at $16. Like I said, there is one missing right there, but these are easy to replace. If you guys have like a piece of the garland that you can pop one off, and literally you can see that there is a little ring right there. You can slide it right in. That's literally how they're in there, literally slid right in there. So that's a very easy fix. These are very, very hard to find, and these are very old. These are probably 30s or 40s would be my best guess. So that's your first choice at 16. And then your second choice, and this does work, it is the cellophane wreath with the paper in very good condition. A lot of times these are missing and deteriorated, but it does have the paper poinsettia on it, and these are the celluloid wreaths. These halos are very hard to find, and let me show you it does work. So give me a moment here, and we'll get it plugged in, and I'll show you. These little old bulbs, they get hot, so I didn't want to plug it in ahead of time. So just give me a second here, and I can show you that it does work. So it does work. And it's in very, very good condition. And this one measures, whoop, that just came out. So this one measures just about 10 inches. So let me unplug that again so you guys can see. I'm pulling my whole display apart here. So $16. Let me get that out, and let me get myself all plugged back in again.
You're good, Jason.
Very unprofessional. So there we go.
Wow, that's amazing. That piece takes me back to my
I know.
I agree.
And these are
that
very,
piece,
very
that's
hard.
my grandmother's house right there.
These are very hard to find, and a lot of times the cellophane is completely disintegrated. This little piece just needs to be popped up like that. So this is 10 inches in diameter, and I can show you that the plug is in very good condition. I would not be afraid to plug that in. There, the plug is in very good condition. It even has its underwriter's laboratory cardboard attached to it. And this is a cardboard insert. And a lot of times these halos are missing. These halos alone can go for $10 on the internet, if not more. So they're very hard to find. So these are your choices. Again, at 16, it is the celluloid Christmas wreath. And you can bend these a little bit to shape them a little bit if you want to, if you want it to be more of a circle. But, you know, for these, this is really good condition. A lot of times you find them and they're all mangled. And then this is your other choice. This is the one that is made of all foil and aluminum, and it is 8 inches in diameter, and it has all the Mercury balls. None of them are broke. There is a silver one there. There's just one that is missing. So you can see that there's one missing. And then a lot of times these candles are non-existent or they're missing as well. And this was not a craft. This is how it would have been sold back in the store back in the day.
Crazy.
Miro Star made some of these things. A couple other companies made these things. Some folks always think that these are crafts, but actually this is how they were sold at Woolworths and at, you know, the 5 and 10 cent stores. But again, very, 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 very good. And since I keep moving it around, you know, these have to be adjusted when you put them on the wall or decorate with them. But since I'm moving it around, it looks like it's not as sturdy as it could be. So if there's no interest, that's okay. I can bring these back during the recap, but this was your first choice at 16. It's the 8-inch wreath, and then it is the 10-inch wreath with the cardboard poinsettia. All right, I'll set these to the side. Sherry will get you back up here, and they'll come back during the recap.
Those are amazing wreaths.
They're neat.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I am moving to glass for this round, and this I am just starting at 15. It is a basket, obviously. It is, oh my gosh, sorry. It is smaller. It's 6.5 inches tall. It's 7.5 inches wide, and I guess, and then this way it's 5 inches. It has the clear handle, but I just thought that the red kind of fit our Christmas theme. But also it just kind of all fall, like it's or all year round actually. And I think, you know, if you're doing Christmas, just put some Mercury ornaments or put some, you know, ornaments in it. But it kind of goes year round. It does have cadmium in it. So we've got the orange glow at the bottom, and it's really hard to show the orange glow under the ring light. So there it is.
It is.
And around the edge. So I'm kind of a big fan of this glowy red for Halloween. I think it kind of adds a different kind of thing. And if you have like a lot of glass, something you can put in front that pulls, like if I, like you're not going to like put your whole swung glass collection away for the holidays. I wouldn't, you know, so sometimes it's nice to have something that you can sit in front and then decorate with pine cones if it's, you know, for the fall, or put whatever you want in it. You can use candy or food. But so, yeah, I like the baskets. I know not everybody does. So I actually kind of like that the handle's clear. It just sort of can also sort of sit back and be more like just a piece. It's really, you know, I don't know who made it. And maybe one of you all knows for sure. I have guesses, but I don't like to say when I don't know 100% for sure. But it's a really beautiful, smooth, thick piece of glass. I can tell you that much.
I'm going through all the holidays and I'm thinking conversation hearts at Valentine's Day, Lane, and they would be adorable.
Yeah, it's just a pretty piece. And yeah, I think it's just a nice, and it would sit because it's a smaller, like some of these baskets are really big and tall. So like 5.5 inches this way. I mean, it sits like at an entry table, or it's just kind of tucks in nicely, but it's a really beautiful piece of glass.
I could see Christmas cards in it, stagger a few of them, put a flower frog in it, stick a few in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is a beautiful, I think it's beautiful. Yeah. And then you can see just a little bit of the orange at the bottom. So if you want to pull it in for Halloween, you can bring that out, but otherwise you're not really going to notice it so much. And I kind of like when my way is to not have to put too much away every time I want to decorate for the holidays. So I like to have things that I can kind of pull the holiday into what I already have there. So if I already have my glass, and then I can put this in the front, and then it just sort of makes the whole room feel like the holiday without packing everything up and putting it away. But I knew this was a bit unexpected. We're doing all our kitschy Christmas, but glass has its place at Christmas too, y'all.
It does.
Just my opinion. Celery, carrots, charcuterie, perfect. It is. It really is the perfect size, you know. And it, like at Thanksgiving, I think it's pretty. So it's like, you know, I thought it was a fun piece to kind of bring. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's a nice size on your table. Actually, if you want to put things on it, it's not a huge piece. Maybe this will show you better. It's little.
Very cute.
I love how we all do that. Here it is, by my face.
Who is it that I was watching that knows their exact dimension of their head? I was like, oh, I should measure my head. Who was that? And they're like, so that means it's blah, blah, blah inches because my head measures. And I thought, wow, I guess that's a measurement we all should have. I don't know. Do you know your head measurement?
No.
Then we would know for sure. But it kind of just gives you an idea, because I do think sometimes measurements kind of go.
Molly.
What did she say?
She was measuring her face right there.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Well,
you guys got to read it. I don't know. My glasses, I can't tell. It's big.
It Jeffrey? I don't know.
Okay, Jeffrey, yeah.
Because sometimes when I hear, 5 inches, it doesn't always like register in my head.
Sure.
Anyway, so just looking for 15. I think it's a beautiful piece of mid-century glass. And if it does not have its new owner tonight, that is A-okay with me. We will, makes me want a Bloody Mary. Yeah, right? Put your celery in here, or just the red of a Bloody Mary, right? So, yeah, I think glass is pretty, and the red glass actually I think would be a beautiful holiday display. I will move it along and keep things moving.
All right. Well, we'll be having a recap, so we'll bring that back for the recap. All right.
I never worry. I know my pieces find their home eventually, and if they don't, I only sell what I love. So it's fine.
So I'm going to do Choice Jason starting at 12.
Okay.
All right. So unlike Bill's Pixie elves doing all this work, my guys are just sort of hanging out. They are just up, all with their little made in Japan stamps on the back. They just are going to do no work because Santa's not watching. They're sort of like my children sometimes. Hopefully they're not in here. You know, hey, if mom's not watching, they're not working. So I just thought that these were super sweet. I'm going to do choice at 12. Let's talk about condition. They all have their little hangers. This is the only one where you're going to want to take, and I do, like many of us do, I don't do any repair on my vintage items. I leave that to the buyer. You can see that this is loose, and it really just needs to be tucked up there with a little dab of glue. But other than that, he is all ready for the holiday. So that would be, they're all identical. And then you've got this one here. His little scarf, everything here is in good shape. His little ribbon is here. I love this little stripe on their hats. That's not something that I normally see. And as I'm pulling his hat up, he does not have his hanger, just FYI. So I have two with a hanger, one that does not have a hanger. And then the last one is this one. He does have his hanger. He's all put together in the back, has his little scarf. They have their cute little boots on. So they are not bendy. These are, let's see. You know what? Yes, you could bend his arms. I would not bend his legs, but arms do bend. The legs feel, you know, I wouldn't bend his legs. You can certainly try if you'd like, but yeah, arms bend, legs straight. So I'm looking for 12. Did I tell you they're 6 inches tall? So they're this big on my face. So I must be about 6 inches.
Well, it's hard. We have our hats. We can't.
I almost said something really bad just now. I'm so glad I did.
Well, I was just going to say that I think the stripes make them extra fun. They're like polka dots. Stripes are like polka dots. They just add a little whimsy and fun.
I do. I love them.
Well,
Sharice,
go ahead, Molly.
I was just going to say, Sharice, I see your bid at 12. Go ahead, Jason. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, and I'm sure Bill can back me on this. Those are the different style faces. You don't find a lot with that face with the, you know, the pointy ears. That's not your normal face sculpt. That's a harder one to find.
Yeah, I love
his molded hair piece in the forehead is.
Mm-hmm.
The nose and the cheeks are what's unique on this one. You can actually see how the cheeks drop down almost below the mouth. That's not typical, so it makes them a little bit more collectible because of that.
Excellent. Thank you, Bill. I like that little nubby nose, especially with the oversized ears. I just think they are adorable. And it looks like this one might have a little bit of jam on his face. He's got a little tiny dot right there. He's been in the cookies, I'm guessing. Again, all of them have their Japan stamps. They are 6 inches tall. I have Sharice in at 12 for choice. So I will start my countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for 13 or more or a bid end from Tracy. And I have Sharice in at 12 for choice.
And Sharon, to answer your question, I didn't do the rockets yet. It'll be 2 more rounds. So it'll be my round and then it'll be the next one.
And there's Tracy's bid in. So Sharice, just let me know. Do you want 1? Do you want 2? Do you want to bring the triplets home together? I'll just watch in the comments and we'll keep it moving. Thank you.
So cute. Good
so
choice.
Jason, I have 25 for choice. And I was really lucky a while ago to happen upon a whole bunch of these Mercury glass bead garlands in their original packaging from Japan. And tonight I have 3 strands, each for choice. If you're interested, I have not taken them out of these sleeves. And I'll go through each one individually just to let you know what I know about them. So I can tell you nothing about the condition of the beads underneath the paper, but the paper itself is really interesting. They all have the same thing written on them. Glass bead garland for Christmas decoration, 9 feet long. And then down here in the corner, it says Japan. And just as a display piece on their own, I think they're great with these paper sleeves on them. And each of the colors tonight, blue, pink, and gold, have the paper sleeves. So I inspected what I could see of the blue garland. Again, it's 9 feet long. I only see 1 broken bulb, which if you're familiar with the garland, that's very good. One of the 2 ends, both ends are on this side. One of the 2 ends still has its paper disc. So that's also something we look for when we look for these garlands. And other than that, in really spectacular condition, I'm just trying to give you a close-up on the beads, just so you can see that little bit of patina that they end up getting when they're rubbed a little bit. And this one has that nice old Mercury glass kind of patina on it. I also have a gold set if anyone is interested. And again, I inspected everything I could on the gold set. Again, these are 9 feet long. The gold set, both ends have the paper discs at the end. And the gold set also has 1 broken bead. And when I have my garland, I just take the broken bead out, and it actually, you would never know. Once you get 10 or 20 broken beads, then you're going to know, but you really don't know. So the gold is just beautiful, very reflective. And I don't see much patina on the gold, meaning they still have their paint. The paint is still in really good condition. And then I have the pink. The pink is in much the same condition as the blue, with the patina and the minor paint loss. You see one of the 2 ends right here has the disc. And I did not find any broken beads on this garland. So Carlene, thanks so much. I see your bid for 25, and this is for choice between the 3 colors: the blue, the gold, and the pink.
It's amazing that you found them like that, Bill.
I know, and I found a lot actually. So I have many to share. But this is the first grouping, just because I think these 3 colors look really nice together.
So nice.
It's fun to find things in their original packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. We have interest from 1 individual at this point. So looking for 26 or more for choice on the 9-foot Mercury glass garlands from Japan in their original packaging. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Okay, so Pam came in with a just in case of 30, and Carlene, you came in with a just in case of 40. So Carlene, choice goes to you for 31. Let me know if you would like the pink, the gold, or the blue. And then Pam, you have backup at 30. Thanks so much for your bids, ladies.
All right, we'll get you off there, Bill, and we'll get me over. And then we'll do this. My next item is going to be, that is not working right. There we go. So my next item is going to be choice, and it's going to be choice at $26. And as long as I don't break them, it's going to be choice on the cute little lenticular-eyed pixies. So you can see their little eyes wink at you. So this is your first little choice. And this little guy has his little feet kicked up. Now, this is not paint wear. That's just the under part of his hat. So he is painted in green and in blue. Little bit of paint wear. A lot of times these were crudely painted, and sometimes they did miss some spots. So this is your first little choice at $26. This little guy measures when he's on his belly. So he measures about 3 by 2.5. So, and a lot of times when you find these, they're missing their little lenticular eyes because they're just little stickers. So that's your first little choice on him. I don't want to speculate who made it, but I have a couple ideas. So that's your first little choice. And then this is your second little choice, the guy with the lenticular eyes. He or they have their little feet kicked up. For some reason, somebody took a black magic marker to the bottom of them. So I don't know what was underneath there, but this one, the first one I showed you, is stamped Japan on the bottom. And this little guy measures just about 3 inches by 2 3/4. So he's just a little bit bigger than the other one. And again, the lenticular eyes, you can see that they both work. Very good condition, maybe minimal paint wear. Hopefully you guys can see that there. Getting a lot of glare tonight on my lens there. A little bit of paint wear to the hat, but these guys are super hard to find, especially the little lenticular eye pixies. So you can see.
Jason, I know you're just speculating, but who's your speculation in terms of the maker?
I'm thinking a narco made these. That would be my guess.
Huh.
A lot of times when I find lenticular eyes, they're usually a narco. And the way the Japan stamp is on these, the way that black is stamped Japan, that would be my guess. Bill, if you have a guess go ahead, Amy, if you do or anybody does in the chat. I think these are anarcho. That you can
I don't
see.
have a guess, but I have an opinion, which is I hate when they scratch over. Like if there's an old price on something, I
Right.
love that. It doesn't bother me if it was 15 cents or 29 cents or whatever. Even if someone wrote, Sally on the bottom, I would rather know that Sally wrote her name on it than the scratch of the big. Just my little public opinion.
Nope, and I agree with you, Amy. They do. The way they're sculpted, they do remind me of the telephone, girls or boys. There is a little bit of paint wear, but honestly, a lot of this I think is factory because they painted a lot of this Japan very quickly, and a lot of it was 5 and 10 cent. I won't keep us very long. I'll just tell you again that it is choice on these. It is on $26. These do sometimes command a little bit more than that. And they do measure roughly 3 by about 2.5, give or take. One is just a smidge bigger. And usually they're missing their eyes, but they have both their eyes. The one here, his one doesn't seem to want to blink as well. But if you tilt it just right, you sort of get a wink out of it. But that one really does. And both of those wink pretty well. The hologram eyes sometimes, and somebody had told me that you can get replacement ones online. I'm not too sure about that.
Interesting.
But they are both intact. So we can bring these back during the recap, $26 on choice. But if there's no interest, we'll get you back up here, Sherry, and bring them back during the recap.
I love those eyes so much.
So cute.
Okay, so I have for 25 these ornaments. Now they come with the box, but they're not new old stock. Do you know what I mean? Like the ornaments have wear, the box has wear, but I found them in the box, so I'm bringing the box along. Speaking of price tags, this was $1.77 at Murphy's. I actually think the box itself, which does have wear, if you're a crafter, would be fun to, people make the dioramas in the boxes, and then maybe I might take the price tag off. But you can see the box definitely has some wear, but it does have the Jewel Bright Christmas and what's that?
I said I love those graphics. The boxes alone are great display pieces.
I know.
So pretty. And then I guess this is because the little handle. So it's that the outside is in good shape. It's a little loose, but there's the markings inside. And then we've got these 3, and the ornaments themselves are about 4 inches tall. And we've got the red with the little bells. And this one has the most wear. You can see a little bit on the back. Some wear, but I love the little silver deer with the greenery. And then the blue one is, I guess, what is he like? I don't know who that is. Is
I
that
know
like
of some sort, right?
woodsman gnomey kind of guy?
Mm-hmm.
So I actually really loved that they had that kind of creature or whatever you want to call them inside. I thought made them fun. So yeah, so all 3 of them, and the box is 25. But I think these are just a really fun. I keep saying, but I like to kind of cross, like they're a little bit kitsch, but then they're also like the shape of these is very mid-century modern shape. So it's another one of those, because, I do blame this community with taking my mid-century lines and catching the kitchitis from all of you, or you call it kitchalitis. And suddenly I'm like filling my house with all these other things. So I'm always like interested in the ones that are kind of a combination, right? Even that deer has a really sweet long neck. That's actually my favorite right there with the yellowy gold. And I do like the bright colors.
Plus, those aren't your typical jewel brights. Like, they're usually the clear capped front with the little.
Yeah, they don't have caps. I don't know if they did it one time.
No, I don't think so.
They don't? Mm-mm. Yeah. So cute. And then they can pop back into the box. I don't know if I'm going to do that on air and drop it all. But they also kind of display cute this way, too, if you really just wanted to. Or, like, I know a lot of people that do a whole diorama in, which would be fun. And you wouldn't even have to ruin the box to do that, kind of like what Bill showed with his planter. Like, you could put things in here without gluing it if you didn't want to destroy the box. Because like I said, it has the markings back there, but the actual box itself, or as a riser, granted it's empty, but if you put a little something on top, like that's a really pretty,
So sweet.
pretty graphic.
Cute.
Is that coming backwards on my screen, or does that come right for
I can
you?
read it. It looks
we
good
can
to
read
me.
But just though it looks right for you, but backwards for me. Okay.
Yep.
I'll catch on to this YouTube situation. You have these in the box. Oh, wow. They were your grandparents. That's cool. Yeah. So it's fun to think that somebody like put them back in the box or stored them in their box, right? Because these are not new old stock. I see you, Pam, I see a couple 25s and 26s coming in. Thank you. So I just want to make sure, even though it has the box, I'm not calling it new old stock because these have definitely been displayed and have some wear. But the inside of them, I think they're what is that? Is that the jewel, I guess? Is that what these are, right?
I think so. I think that's the jewel that adds the bright to the jewel bright.
That would be the jewel. The jewels are in great shape. And I think I said the box is 5 by 7 approximately, and these are about 4 inches tall. So with that said, I will start a countdown. Pam's in at 26, so looking for 27 or more. Thank you so much for your bids, everybody. Whoops, and the box is a little loose, so you just got, once you get them in, you got to kind of, if you want to display them this way, make sure it's tight. And now Diane's in at 27, so I'll start the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for Tracy's bid end. Thank you so much, Tracy, for bid ending. It's a lot of pressure when I bid end. I'm always like, I gotta pay attention. I know, Bridget, me too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the bid end. So look, Pam had it just in case of 32. So Pam gets these for 28, correct? Yes. Thanks so much, Pam.
You bet. All right, Molly.
All right. I'm going to start at 22. It is for choice. I'm going to rattle off a bunch of stuff because they're going to take a hot second to show. So I have 2 Christmas books as well. So I have Carrie's Kitten's Christmas Adventure. And the other one that I have is Davy and the First Christmas. So let's start with Davy. First of all, you guys, this comes in a box with this cover. So you're technically getting 2 display pieces if you would like. Inside this box was this book, which I think I told you it's 21 pages. It's 1950. It measures 12 by 10. It came with this little kit to make this little donkey with a little box on it. So here are the instructions. All of these pieces are here. Then it's like a never-ending present here. It has this little game on the back.
Oh my gosh.
And inside, in this corner here, it was written on, it does say 1959, it does say Debbie's name, but these, you guys, are the instructions, the little spinner, and the stars that you use as the moving pieces.
That's amazing.
So now we haven't even talked about the pictures in this. It is adorable. Check it out.
Oh, a pop-up. I love it.
That's great.
It is a pop-up. So it pops up here, and then it just talks about Davy and how he always gets in trouble trying to help. And so the dad is preparing the inn for everyone. And he's like, you got to go out and clean the stable. He's like, but I don't want to clean the stable. He's like, no, go clean the stable. So he gets in all kinds of a mess trying to get rid of the chickens. It is a rhyming book. He and his donkey Tim they break another jug here. He's working his best. All the hay falls. The graphics are adorable. Just want to get to the very end here because there is one more pop-up here. So this book, in my opinion, I can't see where there's anything missing from it. I don't think, is this the one? Oh, wait, it does say here, here's a surprise toy for you made with a chicken feather like those in David's stable. That I don't see. Why are you laughing?
The donkey's name is Tim, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, because Sarah's making a joke that the donkey, which, another word for donkey, if that was named David, and, that's her husband's name.
Oh, there you go. So that is.
But no, the donkey's name is Timmy. The boy is David.
There you go. So this is the second choice for 22. And this one is almost as cute. 21 pages, measures 9 by 11, missing some things. But again, check it out, y'all. These graphics, look at these little kids. So this one goes from here. It has a little door. They're all trying to find the kitty. So what's missing? This page is good. This page is good. Look at her. Oh my gosh, I love this. Here was a present with a little squeaker. This is missing here. Kitty's still hiding. Kitty gets into all the gifts. This, look at, I don't know. Look at that. Todd, I see you at 22.
Look at that.
This is my favorite picture. The colors are just fabulous.
Did you say look at the fish, Jason?
Uh-huh.
That's
I love
hilarious.
the fish coming down the steps. Yep.
That's hilarious.
It's like a Dr. Seuss vibe, sort of.
Yep.
So then there was something here that's been missing because there is a little bit of tear here. I believe it was a metal in my research. But look at that snowman.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, the graphics in both these books are just to die for. And look, somebody just like me, I never let my kids play with our pop-up books. That's mean. I know I was a bad mom, but they're all in really good condition. And look, and there's Santa Claus. So these are, and the other issue here, there is this cute little coloring book here. It says Brave Cats Coloring Book. And Donna did color it.
She did a job.
She did not a bad job at all. And there's a teeny tiny little mouse. This says, this is a tiny water pistol. Try it out. So I'm guessing that is missing as well. But the graphics in these books, I don't know.
I can't believe the pop-up survived. That girl had a mean mom like you, Molly.
No.
And we're glad for it now.
I would sit with my kids and say, Mommy will do it. Mommy will do it.
Mommy will horrible. You're horrible.
Right? That's why they're all in therapy. What are you going to do?
Molly.
It's all good. You know what? I'm a big believer in it. I see Todd at 22. I'm not going to hold up because this is a long one. I'm so sorry. So Todd,
that was so fun to see those.
Yes.
These are to die for. So Todd, I have you in at 22. I'm going to do a countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for 23 or more or a bid end from Tracy. These, I really did seriously think about keeping them, but I'm like, you know what? Someone else can love them.
And then you flip it for January, you got your snow person on display.
Exactly, right? Just so fun. So there's Tracy's bid end. Todd, you did not need your just in case, my friend. The choice for 22, or I'm thinking I know what you might do. Let me know if you want one.
Do 40 for just in case. I can't imagine you wouldn't do both for 40.
Todd, I cannot wait till you get these. Please let me know what you think once you do. Thank you so much.
They found the right home.
Yay.
Okay, Jason, I'm starting the next at 30. And I'll be the first to say I don't know everything about the vintage Pixie world, but it has been an obsession of mine for about 25 years. So when I see something I haven't seen previously, it really catches my attention. So I have this creature tonight. Whether or not it's a pixie or some other Christmas forest amazing creature, I don't know, but it's just pretty cool. It has a feather, an actual bird's feather for its hair. It has these foil lashes. It's holding a bouquet of amaryllis. It's got a cape with a little brooch on it. It's just amazing. And it is mounted on this wooden base, and it stands at 16 inches tall. So it's a biggie. So they, in my opinion, are amazing. And I did a lot of research. And by the way, it's 16 from the base to the tip of the hat when it's folded. I didn't fully unfold the hat. I suspect what this was a kit. It was a Christmas kit that a family could make together. And all the pieces would come in the kit, and you would actually sculpt the piece itself. So my guess is that the face sort of came in this way. You would put the eyes and the eyelashes on. You would cut out the felt for the bodysuit. And it's just fantastic. It's actually giving me this little Oompa Loompa pant feel. You know how the Oompa Loompas had their pants like out like that? But
Yes.
I think it's just amazing. And because of its size and because of its uniqueness, it doesn't need any other decorations around it. So if you had a side table, you had a place in your house where you just needed to put some beautiful vintage Christmas, but you just had enough room for one thing, I think this creature, they are the answer to that decorating issue. I'm trying to give you close-ups, but really having a difficulty with its size. Go ahead, Jason.
I have a question. Is the face and hands made out of styrofoam?
They are styrofoam, and it looks almost as if they were airbrushed, some kind of paint on top of them.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
It reminds me of Cindy Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah. I mean, almost Dr. Seussish, right?
Absolutely. It's a Who from Whoville.
Susie Who's best friend. Susie, is that her name? Susie Who?
Yeah. Susie, yeah. Lulu.
Cindy Lou Who.
Whatever.
Lou.
Cindy Lou Who.
Cindy
But I don't
Lou
know.
Who.
I did
This is
see in the
something-
comment. I mean, I
This
did
is
see in
something
the
you don't see every
comments.
day.
It could be true. It does. It gives me feels of a store display. It really does. Like it would have been something almost like a Harold Gale that you would have purchased, and then used in the store. And then if it, they would have thrown them away after they used them for a year or two.
Yeah, Cindy Lou Who, that's her name.
Bill,
It's
that's
just so
fabulous.
magical because we all can just make them whatever character we want them to be.
I mean, this is something with your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and your nephews, this is something you would name. And it would be exciting. This creature would have a name, and every year when you bring it out, it would be exciting, and there could be some annual ritual or something around it. I mean, it's just that spectacular.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it needs a home where it's actually going to be a feature of your Christmas, your holiday decor.
Bill, what does the under part look like underneath the? Yeah,
It's just a
nothing.
painted piece of wood, so that's what makes me think that it was a kit.
You
Oh,
can
that
always
is
see that
fabulous.
painted wood from Japan.
No marks on the bottom. And maybe this is a solution that a family used to mount something. I mean, maybe this was a purchase piece. I don't know that it was handmade, but it's special nonetheless. A little bit Anna Lee-ish. Thank you, but better. I agree. A little bit Anna Lee-ish, but definitely better. No shade to any Anna Lee lovers out there. I have some as well, but this one definitely, I think, stands on its own. So we have a few bids. Cheryl's in at 33. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. So if you're interested in grabbing this fella and bringing them home, that would be great. We're looking for 34 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And it's got a little belly too. I like the little belly. So I believe that's a styrofoam ball on the inside as well.
So
Okay,
sweet.
so a bunch of bids came in at the end, and at 35, Big Fins 59 Caddy Daddy, this creature is yours.
So nice.
Oh, good.
Oh, I
So,
love
sorry
that.
the bid came in late.
All right. Before I start my next item, we have over 120 people in the room with us. Please make sure you guys are subscribed to everybody on the screen. All of the links to their Instagram accounts and their whatnot accounts is in the description of the video. Please, every little help, every little follow helps us grow our small business. These guys are dropping a lot of content and have a lot of sales. These are some sellers that you really want to follow. Please make sure you're following Mother Tuckers. We're still the little guys over here on YouTube. we're still trying to grow, and we're also trying to grow our numbers over on Instagram. So if you could please give us a follow as well. So I have a feeling some folks might be here for my salt and pepper shakers. They're going to be starting a little bit on the higher side, and please, before anybody bids, there is an issue with them. So I want to show you the issue before we get into it. And where I'm starting it at, they're starting at $70. And if you're not interested, that's okay. These are very hard to find. When I purchased them sight unseen, or should I say I saw the Santa, but the Mrs. Claus I did not see. Once I got her, I discovered that she is missing the top of her hat. So Mrs. Claus is missing the top of her hat, as you can see. I did not paint that. Somebody else, somebody else painted that. But these are very hard to find. I speculate that Norcrest made them, so that is the issue with these. So there she is. Pardon me. And there's also a little rough spot here on the back of the holly. So I'm not sure if that was touched up either. So for $70, these are on the harder side to find, and I speculate that these are Norcrest. So please, if you guys are interested, in essence, you're going to be getting one that I think is in very good shape. So here is Santa on his rocket. These measure, let me get my bearings here. They measure just about 4 1/4 inches tall by roughly about 3 inches wide. So this is Santa. You can see Santa is in very good condition. Honestly, when they display, you cannot tell, and you don't really notice that her hat is damaged. If you were so inclined, you could try to repair that. You could put a little pom-pom on it if you want to.
Jason, it just looks like instead of her hat like this, you just think her hat is like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think that it takes away from it all that much, but I do respect folks that want their vintage perfect. They do both have their original Japan sticker on the bottom. I know Amy's still in the chat. Amy, if I'm wrong by speculating Norcrest, please, by all means, correct me. That is my only speculation. I do not have these in my collection. I know that these Santas do also have, Bill, I always said Lego. I forget how you pronounced it, but they do have the same faces of the Lego. Is that how you said it, Bill?
I say Lego.
Lego.
Leo Goldman. So it
Goldman.
makes sense to me.
As the Lego face. But if you guys do research, these have not been on any other platforms anytime recently. Oh boy.
Thank you to the moderators.
Yep.
Thank you, moderators. Oh boy.
Yep. We'll get them out of here. We'll take care. Oh, and then of course we will get rid of them and get them out of here. So sorry about that, folks. Sorry.
We're just having a little innocent vintage Christmas sale.
I know. All right. I started to block some. Hopefully everybody else can help me as well. So
They are. They're doing it, Jason.
okay. Thank you so much. So $70. If there's no interest, I fully understand, but these are not going to come around that often. Santa is in pretty much perfect condition. You can see the stripes are in very, very good condition.
You know, Jason, I just think that they're going to even get harder because I personally have seen such a new interest in the space and the rockets and anything from the 60s, the space race. I've noticed that that's really becoming more and more popular.
Okay,
I know. These are super hard to find. So Tins and Toys, thank you. I see you at 70. So we're looking for 71 or more. And again, her hat is damaged. So her hat is damaged. Ironically, when I purchased them,
got our friends coming, Tracy.
So when I did purchase these, ironically, the photo was taken just enough so you couldn't see that her hat was missing. But nonetheless, these will find a new home. And again, they measure just about 4 1/4 by about 3 inches wide. So we're looking for 71 or more. The green paint's in very good condition. They have both of their stoppers. And again, these do not come around that often. And I think that seeing the rarity of them, I think the damage in my opinion, I would hope that it could be forgiven.
I would have missed that too, Jason. I would have missed it.
Yeah, there's a whole story behind this, and that's okay. So at least they're going to find a new home here. So we're going to go ahead and count these down. Tins and Toys right now, you have the high bid at 70. We're going to count this down. So guys, I don't know if you're going to have these come around again this year before Christmas. So we'll go from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 71 or more, or TNT is our official bid ender. They also used these. There was like a gingerbread house that they were in, and they did a few other things. It was the same Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So, all right, Lori, congratulations, my friend. They are yours for $70. Enjoy them. Thank you so much. All right, Sherry, let's get you up here.
So nice. Did you, Bill? Someone's wants your email.
I put it in the chat twice. Jason, can you just flash our emails real quick?
Yes, absolutely. Give me 1 second here, and then let's get Bill over here. There you go. There's Bill's email.
Yours is easy to remember. Garden Guy Bill.
All right, Sherry.
Okay. So I have 2 cards that I'm selling together because I thought you could display them together nicely. And I'm starting it at $20 for the 2 of them. I'll start with the littler one first. This one says, Merry Christmas to a fine son. And it is about 8.5 by 7. A little bit of wear right here in the corner. And on the back, it says, from Mommy and Daddy, XXXXXXXXX. Oh, I better not say too many X's or our friends will be back.
No, yeah.
And it was, at one point, it stood up and that part is broken. But it would look, you could prop it or put it in a flower frog. And then this one is the really big one. This is like 13 by 9. And this is for a fine big boy. See, so it's cute if you have a son or a boy. Although I also think if you don't want that, it's an easy way to display these is just put like a bow or something on it. Put a ribbon around it. You can kind of put something over it if you don't want that. That doesn't, damage the card, or it's your card, you could glue on it. But this one I really love because this has some flocking, and then it opens up.
Wow.
This whole big one. This is also for Mommy and Daddy XXXXXX. This mommy really loved this little boy. It's to Nikki. Here's a great big Santa, jolly as can be, to stand up near your stocking or by your Christmas tree. He'll smile at you so merrily that you'll feel merry too. And then he'll say on Christmas Day, "And Merry Christmas to you." And then this one, and there is a little bit of wear, like a little tear right here. And then this one is one of the, stand-up cards, so it can kind of stand up all by itself. And then back.
You said big boy.
It's taken care of. I got them.
Just keep going. Let's ignore it.
Okay. And then the back too. It's got some flocking. So this is a great, and I actually like this, that you can, if you have like a half wall or something and you want something where you want it to be, displayed, that you can see it from both sides. I see Mother Tucker's in at 20. Don't let that intimidate any of you.
No, bid, please. I can't help myself. We collect these larger ones.
I forgot after I put it in. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that to poor Jason. I should have. No,
it's all good.
Because, he loves these really big
cards.
Oversized cards. I mean, they really are such a statement. I love ephemera. I love paper. I think it adds another element to your display so that when you're putting paper in anything, like, we talk a lot about like having glass and ceramics and, all the different materials. So I think adding paper is a nice thing to do too. And then if you really had like a whole area or in front of like on a bookshelf to have both of them get you the whole, I don't know. I just thought they went together. Kind of cute. They're only black for 5. Okay. Just keeping it. Oh, yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm getting flustered, y'all. I'm just going to count this down. So looking for 21 or more, and it is for both of them together. A little bit of wear, but overall, I think this one pretty good shape. So we will start at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for the bid end. And you know what, NW, I totally agree. Like, I know like some people don't like the writing, but I love like that somebody signed it. To me, that makes it really kind of part of its history. I find that really sweet that they're signed. I don't love it if they sign it all over the front, but you know. All right, so that is Tracy's bid end. So Jason, $20. Thank you very much, Jason.
Well, thank you. And I feel bad, guys. You guys can bid. If any of us, normally I sit on my hands. That one I couldn't. So
You waited to bid. I was just teasing you. I shouldn't have even said it because I need a filter.
you're Sherry, you're fine. You're fine. And we'll
I was
keep an
really
eye
more
on-
teasing Jason because I like to give him a hard time. That's what I do.
And there's no
Absolutely.
friends at an
Everybody
auction.
everybody can't be nice to Jason. Somebody has to give him a hard time. And I elected myself.
And that's why Tina has a little warm spot in her heart for you, Sherry, because you keep me on my feet.
Because I'm like, no, Jason. No.
And
right,
there's
Mom.
no friends at it.
Jason.
There's no friends at an auction.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm starting this at 24. I have
Right.
the Natco and your face, man. I have the Natco S937 implanter. It does not have the sticker, but you can tell it's got this number here. There was a sticker here on the bottom. This little guy, he is in really, really nice condition, especially the spaghetti trim, because it is everywhere. It is all along the base of his jacket. It is supposed to have this open mark here. It continues along around his cuffs, around his hat. Even his little pom-pom like ours is all that really nice spaghetti trim. So let's talk about his paint. The red paint, actually, I feel in really nice condition. We have a couple little nudges with the black paint. There's a little spot here. There is also a little spot here. But he does display. There's no fuzz in there. He does display very nicely. And I'm trying to, you know what? I'm thinking maybe if I put something behind him, that might help him a little bit. He is the taller one. He's 6.5 inches tall. Maybe that helps.
Yep, and they made a Mrs. Claus just as large as him. And I'll tell you, he is a hard one to find. They actually made him in 3 sizes. They made a small one that is the shaker. Then they had the next size up, which was a planter. And then he's the larger one, which is really difficult to find.
He is. He's a big guy. And again, the fact that his paint is in good condition, but even more so, that spaghetti trim, you guys. Oh, I don't know how many of these I found and the spaghetti trim, half of it's gone. It's so, so sad. Adorable little face, though. He just, I was looking for my Mercury picks to show you that you could put your picks in there. You could definitely I would go out and get some pine branches to pop in the back of there. You could definitely do something behind him. I know everyone talks about the trees, but I think I would probably go real things back here. He is the bigger one.
Did you see Julie's husband had this when he was born in 1959? How cool is that?
Oh, that's so sweet. 1959. Again, he's older than I am. I like it. I'll take it. So he has a little bit of pink on his cheeks here. His mustache again. There really is, other than the little bit of wear I've showed you here on the paint, he is in very, very nice condition.
He's amazing condition, really.
Yeah. It is. There's a little price tag on there for $2.50 in 1959.
You should just take a big Sharpie. I'm kidding.
I know.
Like, I love that it's $2, you know?
Yeah, I just thought he was pretty sweet. He is my last item for the night, but I'm not seeing anybody, and that's okay. I can bring him to the recap, but he's a harder one to find for sure. I even find, like, even the salt and pepper, I can find Mrs. Claus all the time. Mr. Claus, I don't know. He just goes MIA. So here he is, looking for his missus. Not a problem.
Molly, do you have anything black to put behind him? His face is getting a little washed out. Maybe folks think that his face is just all white, but there is flesh tones that everybody's missing. And you can see that they did give him some rosy cheek details. So, because from our end, Molly, all you're seeing is his face is looking as white as his beards are. His mustache.
Yeah. Look at his eyelashes.
There was no acetate used on this guy's face. He is.
Right.
Trina, I see you at 24.
There you go.
See, you can see the pink on. He has pink rosy
Yep.
cheeks. He has little eyelashes. His mustache. There's little red lips underneath there. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Molly, keep tilting him forward and down like that. So yeah, now they can see the distinction that there is a flesh tone to his face. It's not all the same white.
No, he's definitely got the rosy cheeks going on.
And the eyelashes. He's got amazing eyelashes. I
Very-
could use them.
Very quintessential 1950s there.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing on my phone a retraction of the bid, so we should just confirm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it didn't show on my end. Okay, Trina. Okay, Trina, just let us know. All right. So Trina, we do see the retraction. Okay, she
she's
is
back in.
back. All right, Trina, thank you so much. Okay, so we got you back. All right, we got her at 24. That is weird, the lag and everything. So
Yes, we are at 24. Is that what I'm hearing?
we are at 24. Yes, yep. Trina wants him at 24.
Excellent. So let's do
25.
our countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking for 25 or a bid in from Tracy on the Natco 6.5-inch Santa planter. Yeah, I mean, that I'm telling you, that face, he is yummy.
And I'm seeing a bid end coming in on my phone. Just need to see it up here. So
I see it as well.
All
Lovely.
right.
Trina, this is yours. Thank you, dear.
Congrats. He's a great score. Hey, Susie.
Oh
I
my
didn't see you
gosh, that's
in
awesome.
there.
Her husband was born in 59.
Oh,
That is a great score for that price. I have a few of these pieces, and they're really, really beautiful in person. So congratulations. All right, so for the last round, Jason, I have choice starting at 17, and I have two of the same thing. I have these very old vintage Santa. Now, these are spun head pieces, but not just heads. The feet are spun, the lantern that he's holding is spun, the arms are spun. The costume that they're wearing is crepe paper, very stiff crepe paper, and then the legs and hands are chenille. Just beautiful piece of old Japan craftsmanship. They do have a Japan mark on the bottom, and again, I have two of the same. So they're holding a little bottle brush Christmas tree, and then this spun head lantern. Very great for any sort of cottage core, shabby chic, vintage Victorian sort of Christmas display. The beard is in great condition, and I should show you the other one. They're both in great condition with expressive faces. This one you can see the mouth a little bit more because the beard is a little bit lower. But these spun pieces are getting so hard to find now, especially with the full spun body. And they're sitting on wooden bases, or actually I think paper mache bases, with some painting around it meant to look like snow. They both have their original metal hangers, as you can see, also giving an indication of just how old they are. But I think these are just fun. I have a big collection of things like this, and once you see them, you it's hard to stop. And they're pricey out in the stores. When you see these are usually behind glass. So it's nice to bring it to a community of people that I know will appreciate and enjoy them.
And he's got amazing eyebrows, can we just say?
Yeah, he's got they've got some good eyebrows on them. And I should tell you what the size is. They're both 3.5 inches tall, just to give you an idea of the height. So right now we're looking for 19 for choice on these two spun head Santas. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown because we are in our last round. So right now we're looking for 21 or more. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. How funny, because when I pulled these for today, I had Ariana in mind, because to me, these just look like your vibe, my dear. And I love the way these lanterns kind of I like playing with them. Let's just say that. So Ariana had the high bid at 23 before the bid end. I'm so sorry, Pam. You're just in case of 40 came in right after the bid end. So Ariana, you have choice at 23. Let me know if you'd like one or two. And then Pam, you're back up at 20. Thanks so much, ladies. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the lag is bad from the phone to the, oh goodness. So my last item, it's going to be choice and it's going to be starting at $16. So let me get that up there. And these I think are adorable. And it's on choice on the little elf, little gnome, little pixie. These are the little light covers. So the lights, pardon me, the lights would pop in there. And they also make good finger puppets. So if you guys are looking for little finger puppets for Christmas, but they do have their original plastic tree. Good Lord, words are leaving me tonight. They have their original hangers, and they are the harder plastic hangers. So these are in very good condition. They have maybe just a little slight discoloration to the green, but these are the harder ones to find. These probably would have been sold in a whole light set. So they measure just about, my goodness, words tonight. They measure just about 4.5 inches tall by about 2 inches wide.
And Jason, let me just say, in case someone in the audience wants to get them and add them to a string light set, there are modern day light sets that will fit these. Now, not all of them do. So I would recommend, because this is something I needed to do because I have several sets, bring them to the store with you and fit them in the store before you decide which light set you want to buy.
And these are getting harder to find. And especially these are the harder sculpt of the face to find. Matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever had these. They hinge almost on workshop elf, not so much pixie elf. They're not quite gnomes either. And their beards are in very good condition.
Yeah, these were the ones that were meant to look a bit older, and that's why they have the beards, and that's why they have the receding hairline in the back.
Yep, you're right, Bill. And there is a little discoloration here. Maybe a magic eraser could take that off. I'm not too sure. Like most of us, I try to keep my vintage the way I find it, unless there's something major that has to be done to it. So again, $16 choice. I know that might seem like a higher price point, but these are getting harder to find. And these make great little ornaments as well. You don't have to use them. You can also repurpose these and recraft these if you want to, turn them into something else. And a lot of times the plastic on these are completely scuffed up. A lot of the paint is missing, but these are very good and crisp. And they are in the green. I don't know how much, the green is slightly faded a little bit. You know, you can see there is a little bit. But I think they faded pretty evenly, so they do look pretty good. So this is my last item this evening, so we won't hold everybody up, but $16 choice.
Jason, just to give one last idea, another thing that I've done with these is when you buy a pre-lit wreath that has the lights already on them, these are really fun to pop on the lights on wreaths.
That's a good idea, Bill. I never thought about that. That'd be a good idea. I found some Rudolph ones. I was going to pop them onto the pre-lit tree, because that's what these are also good for too. If you guys have a pre-lit Christmas tree, you know, putting these different strands of lights on, they can't get them spaced where you want them. With them having the hangers and the hole, they can pop right into a pre-lit Christmas tree and look good as well. So that's okay. We can bring them back in a few moments for the recap. So I think that was my last item. Guys, I think that was our last round, right?
Was.
All right. Now we'll go ahead and do a recap. I think we all have something to recap? Nope. You do, Molly. So you guys, okay, just you and me, Sherry. You're stuck with me, Sherry. So we're going to go ahead and do the recap. And what we'll do is we will give you a brief description of the item, and then we'll give you the price. If more than one person is interested in, we'll do a quick countdown. So we'll get you over here, Sherry.
Okay. So I had this for $15. It's for both of them. These are West Germany bells, about 3 inches. And I just learned this is most likely ermine, research to follow. But so 15 for the pair of these. And then for your holiday or all year long, I had this mid-century glass basket with a clear handle. It's 6.5 inches tall, $15, sorry. 7.5 and then 5. So it's a little bit smaller, but I think it's perfect for all year round. So 15 for the basket, 15 for the pair of ornaments. And thank you.
Yes, Kelly, they were done a few rounds ago and they did sell. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. So my recap, I have the Napco Santa mug and I was asking 18. So he does have a little bit of paint wear on his mouth and he has a little bit of paint wear there on his handle. So if there's any interested in him, and there is the remnants of the Napco sticker. So if you're interested in him, he'd be 18. So put Santa mug 18 in the description. I had the 2 lenticular eye pixies. This was choice on these. And I was asking 26, so $26. And then if you're interested in just one of them, please put this little guy. I have him written down his butt. This little guy, I have his belly because that's the way they're sitting. So if you're interested in either one of those, I had just shown the 2 little gnome or pixie guys. They're $16 choice for the little ornaments. So you could just put in ornament pixie and let me know if you wanted 1 or 2 at 16. And then also for 16, I had the foil wreath left, and it has the Mercury balls in here. And this is all aluminum and foil. There is one missing. As you can see, it is right here. And that's easily replaced. All you have to do is find a single one. And I say that's simple. A lot of times you can find broken ones to craft with, but you could probably even find it on eBay pretty reasonable. Or you could move one around to the other part. All right, Bill, I got you for the wreath. Thank you so much. Got you down for the foil one, Bill. Thank you.
You might have a Mercury bead laying around somewhere if he looks hard enough.
I think he just might. And then my final evening thing for the evening was the light up. It does light. I won't show you again, but the plug is in very good condition. This is 10 inches in diameter. This is the cellophane wreath. A lot of times all of this is completely disintegrated. I was looking for 16 for this wreath as well. And that was it. Other than that, everything else sold. So thank you all. Let's get everybody back up here. There we go. So our order's out of order, but let's go. Molly, Bill, Sherry, tell us when you're going to be back next, where you're going to be and what you're going to be doing. So where are you going to be, Molly?
I'm going to do a whatnot sale tomorrow at 1:30. I follow right behind Sherry's whatnot sale. And then I think my next sale is Labor Day Monday with my buddy down here. We're going to do a planter sale on Instagram.
Okay.
2 to 4 on Labor Day Monday.
All right. All right, Bill. And Tracy, thank you so much for being our bid ender tonight. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being one of my mods. And thank you again for hanging with us through the whole sale. All right, Bill, when are we going to see you again?
So if you're interested in some vintage Halloween, I'm partnering up with some awesome ladies over on Instagram tomorrow. Steph from Crazy for Kitsch, Jane from Sacred Heart Vintage, and Rhonda from Crack Kitten. And we'll be doing all Halloween at 7 o'clock over on Instagram. And I just wanted to say, while Sherry, Molly, and I are not YouTubers yet, we are over on Instagram. And if you have an Instagram account, we surely would have appreciate you following us over there. But we do understand a lot of YouTube folks don't have Instagram accounts, and that's fine as well. We're just happy to be here.
All right, Sherry, when are you going to be back next?
Tomorrow, noon Eastern, whatnot. I have a sale every Wednesday. It's a winner's choice. So I start with ephemera and then I move to some little ceramic-y. And then I actually have a little bit of glass tomorrow, not like smaller pieces, but still. And they're just I find them very fun. It's like a whole different pace, but that's fun. So that's me tomorrow. And then I'm chilling for Labor Day.
All right. Well, I will be back tomorrow here on YouTube. It'll be over on David's channel, Drunken Antiques. Every week we have a sale. It's called the Vintage Gents. This week's guest is going to be Daniel. Tacky is me. Super excited. It's going to be a good time.
Fun. It's going to be so fun.
I love Daniel.
Even if you look, the fact that I messaged David today and I said, because I used to be a DJ in my former life, and I said, dang it. His promo had It's Raining Men. Like, where was I to catch that song? Like, why didn't we all three do that? That would have been so fun. So if you haven't seen his preview, you got to head over to Instagram and see it. So it's going to be, if you guys aren't even coming out to buy tomorrow, come hang out with us because it's going to be a fun sale, the three of us together. So then Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Sarah's channel here on YouTube, the Traveling Button Vintage, we have the Vintage Quartet. And this week we have the very lovely Enamor Amy joining us. She joins us every first sale of the month. And believe it or not, it's September 1st on Thursday, believe it or not. And she'll be joining us. So it'll be me, David, Drunken Antiques, Sarah, the Traveling Button, and the lovely Enamor Amy. And then I will be off this weekend. And then, next Tuesday, before I forget, there's going to be a little change in plans. Let's talk vintage. I mean, oh goodness, words are escaping me tonight. It's going to be on Enamor Amy's channel next Tuesday. We are going to be doing something special. We're going to be teaming up with Amy. It's going to be Sarah the Traveling Button and David Drunken Antiques. You're going to have to stay tuned. We have a special sale lined up for you. And
on Tuesday next week or Monday?
Yes, it'll be on Tuesday next week on the same time slot that I'm normally
But
on.
I said forever and ever on Tuesday, except next week.
No, next Tuesday, we're going to kick it over to Amy's channel. We're going to give, we're going to do it over there, but then we'll be back to Mother Tucker's for the Treasure Hunters the following Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So, y'all, this was the roughest sale I've done yet, so I'm sorry. I hope I did you guys right.
My influence. I apologize. I'm not.
Nope, it's all right. I took my slow pills today. So Jason was a little slow today. So my apologies to everybody. I'll do better the next one. And everybody have a good night. I'm heading over to the Withering Cottage to watch Ariana's All Halloween sale. So please, and thank you guys again for all your support. Molly, Sherry, Bill, thank you guys so much. And everybody have a great night. Bye-bye.